Hello all, how are you? Hope you're doing well. I'm going to give everybody a second to jump on. Excuse my throat. I'm going to take a cough drop here, y'all. Y'all don't need to listen to that. I think the allergies are starting to kick up. Okay, I'm going to let everybody jump on here. And oh, sorry, there it is. Let's see. Okay. As you guys are jumping on, please say hi. Let me know you're here, whether you're on Facebook or YouTube. I do appreciate that. If you want to follow on both, that's always nice too. Of course, like, love the video, all those kind of things. Follow me on Facebook and on YouTube if you don't mind. That is super helpful to me. Where you choose to watch, it doesn't matter. That's your prerogative. I know a couple people have been so kindly watching in both places just to help my numbers, and so I do appreciate that. But you don't have to do that. You can choose wherever you'd like. But I do so appreciate you guys being here for this live. We're gonna have a lot of fun today. This is a mystery stamping. If you've never been to a mystery stamping with me, you are missing out because you actually get to be a part of making this mystery card that we're gonna make or layout. I was hoping to do a poll yesterday. I didn't do that, so we're gonna do it today at the beginning. But we're going to do it together, which means I have no idea what we're going to be making. It is complete mystery to both you and I. So I'm super excited about it. I do know one thing, and that is it's going to be new product. That's the only thing I know. So I'm super excited to do this with you. Hey, Kathy, how are you? Welcome. As you guys are jumping on, say hi. Let me know what is in your cup. I have at the moment just water, but but my husband is making me some tea. I usually drink for my videos hot. Make sure you put an extra ice cube in it, by the way. Hot herbal tea with local honey in it because it helps my throat. But by golly, in this heat, I'm not really enjoying the hot. So, but we'll just do warm tea. How about that? Okay. So we are doing mystery stamping today with the new fall products I'm so excited about. Whether you call it a fall catalog, a holiday catalog, it doesn't matter. It's got products for all the holidays in this fall season, plus other things too. So I don't like to just make you feel like it's only going to be like Christmas stuff. It's not. It's Christmas, it's autumn, it's Thanksgiving, it's we've got some Halloween stuff. It's other stuff that doesn't have anything to do with any of the holidays. It's all the things, right? So it's our fall catalog. But obviously, for most of us, the star of the show is Christmas. I mean, it just is, right? Because we all, most of us send out Christmas cards. But so many of us like other things too, and that's great. So we're going to have a chance to look at quite a few of the products that are going to be coming out. I've purchased quite a few of them. I don't have everything. I don't have that kind of money yet. One day, but I do have quite a few of them, and so we'll go over those products that I was able to purchase. I can tell you that you're going to be able to see all of the paper, which is really nice. So you'll see all of the designer series papers. We did a video just the other day showing the papers. I was missing two because they didn't manage to get it in my box. I have those now. And so you'll see all of those. You'll see all the embellishments, all the ribbons, all that kind of stuff, and a lot of the bundles that are coming out too. So we're going to go over what I do have. Okay, then we're going to pick something, a bundle or something from all of those products, and we are going to do a mystery stamping together, which is my favorite part. I mean, I love seeing all the new products. I know you guys do too, but I love putting a card together with you guys. I think it's so much fun. Hello, Phyllis. Hello, Darlene. Welcome, everybody. As you're jumping on, please say hi and let me know you're here. So make sure you like or love the video, share the video, you know, all the things, right? It's all helpful. Okay. I feel like it's so weird saying that, but you know, it is a thing. It's one of those things where we get our name out there better on social media when you guys respond by saying, "Hey, I like this," or whatever, you know. So Yeah, it's a thing. Okay. Also, make sure you're commenting throughout the video, whether you're on Facebook or YouTube, because at the end of the video, I am going to do a drawing for free product. And if you're watching replay, that's okay. You can be in a drawing too. I do a replay drawing a week or so after, depending on when the video falls. And so you'll be able to be a part of that as well. So make sure if you're watching the video live or on replay that you're commenting. Your comments help me out, and in return, I give away free goodies. Okay, thank you so much for sharing the video, Darlene. You're always so good about that. Okay, you're having cherry bubbly. Is that is that spelt correctly? Like, is that how it is spelt? Or is that like a typo? Because I've never heard of this, and I'm just wondering, is this something I need to look at? What is it? Okay. Um, for those of you that are new around here, hi, I'm Jeri. I know you can only see my hands. I apologize for that. My name is Jeri Mobley, also known as Shameless Stamper. You can find me online at shamelessstamper.com, of course, here on Facebook or YouTube. I'm also on Instagram under Jeri Mobley, and you can, I don't post a ton there, excuse me. You can always text me if you have any questions, comments, concerns, orders, things like that. That's always available. Shamelessstamper.com has an ordering place where you can go and see all of our products, whether it's this stuff is coming out in September 1st. By the way, we'll be doing a walkthrough on Tuesday night, looking through the catalogs. I can't open them yet today for you, but I can show you my products. So we're going to do that, but we'll go through the full opening on Tuesday. And so that gives you a chance to see all the things that are in the new catalog, and also the new online exclusives that are coming out in September as well. So we have new online exclusives that come out every other month. Our catalogs are every 4 months. So you get, kind of some things. We don't have any kind of brochure. I mean, technically, if you really need me to send you one of these, I can print one out for you and send it to you. So always let me know that. But I can't send you like a catalog for online exclusives. We have our catalog products, and then we have our online exclusive products. But you can always check those out at shamelessstamper.com. Okay, so if you're new here, be sure to let us know that you're new so that we can welcome you. We're a very welcoming group, and we'd love to know that you're here. And just so you know, you can join us live on Facebook or YouTube or both every Friday and Saturday, and some Tuesdays and Sundays, always at 2 p.m. Central. So you can set your clock, your phone, your whatever you have to remind you. 2 p.m. Central Time every Friday and Saturday, and check it out on Tuesdays and Sundays too, because sometimes I do something there as well. Depends on the time of year. I can tell you that when October hits, I believe it's actually the end of September, we'll start doing our 12 weeks of Christmas, which will happen on Sundays. So I'll be on every Sunday. I have not decided if those are going to be lives or recorded. I'm trying to take my Sundays off, so I'm thinking about recording them. Like, y'all can let me know what you think about it. But I'd love to hear, if you're like, no, it has to be alive, let me know, but if you're fine with it being a recording, I'd appreciate that. So, anyway, just let me know. I mean, I appreciate you letting me know. That's what I was trying to say. Iced coffee, always good. Sugar-free A&W root beer. Of course, she has to put the A&W in there because, root beer people are very specific about their root beers. I like root beer. I'm not particularly picky, but I do love A&W, I have to say. The other one that I like, I forget what it's called. Because I don't drink root beer that often. So, but hello, Kimmy. Hello, everybody else that's jumped on. Lisa. I don't know who else has jumped on so far. So anyway, I've probably missed a whole bunch of you jumping on. So, but thank you for commenting on the video. So we do lots of different kinds of things here. We do card making, scrapbooking, 3D projects, kits. We do technique videos. We do craft organizing videos. We do mystery stamping like we're doing today. And then, of course, I have my events, my monthly class and my monthly club that you can participate in as well. So lots of different stuff that you can join us for. So if you miss a live on Facebook, you have 30 days to watch it. If you miss it on YouTube, it's there forever. So you can watch it after the fact. So that's fine too. Hey, Anne, how are you? So I don't know if you know this, Anne, but I am now simulcasting on YouTube and Facebook. So you can catch me on either one, whatever is convenient for you. And a lot of people are enjoying that. And I do have a list of my upcoming events on Facebook under my events tab. I am working on getting that kind of thing posted over on YouTube as well. I'm changing everything. So I'm kind of in that like middle ground where everything's like halfway this way and halfway that way. So it just give me a minute and I'll get all caught up and you'll be able to see things in both places. And of course, you can get my creative inspiration calendar every month on or around the 25th of the month. No, it hasn't gone out yet this month. It's coming out soon. For the upcoming month. It includes when I do my lives. And then it has a creative prompt on all the other days so that you can do something creative every day of the month. It also includes my Facebook and YouTube information and other contact information. I can talk. So you know where you can contact me. Okay. So that said, let's get playing because I know you guys want to see these products and I know you're very excited to do the mystery stamping because that is so much fun. If you've never done it before, trust the people that are here. They'll tell you it's a lot of fun. Okay, so yeah, Kathy says yes, it has to be A&W. There is another one I like, but I can't think of what it's called right now. But A&W is pretty darn good. I do have to say. See, I told you, people who are into root beer, they're kind of root beer snobs. They like a specific root beer and nothing else will do. Thank you so much for getting past Facebook classes and clubs on YouTube. I really appreciate for getting. Oh, yes, I am working on that. You guys may have noticed that I've been working on getting past lives on Facebook a little bit more actively. Gonna do the best I can. I'm gonna probably through the end of September, I'll be able to keep doing that. It may fall off a little bit in the fall because I get super logged. But I'm doing my best. I'm trying to get I have like 5.5, 6 years worth of videos that have to get posted on YouTube. Guys, it's going to take me a minute. So be patient with me, but I'm doing the best I can. I'm in particular trying to get classes and clubs up so that you guys can finish kits that you have. If you haven't already completed those are kind of my priority. So I am trying to get that done first. And so, yeah, you guys should see that. If I do post a club, I often will post something else publicly just so that the people, because only the people who did the club can see the club. So, yeah, so if you see two go up on the same day because there's a club, that's why. Okay. Barks root beer. You like Barks root beer and that's made by Coke. Got it. Okay. So I hope you guys are all doing well. Are you guys ready to see all the fun products? I am. Let's get started. Okay. So we are going to play and look at all the products and then we're going to play with one actual thing to make. By the way, real quick, before I get started showing products, let me do a quick poll. Well, should I wait until a few more people are on? Let me wait until a few more people are on and then we'll get to it. Okay. So we're going to start with the stuff that is in the catalog. And I can't show you the inside of the catalog, but I'm going to use it for my own reference over here on the side. So if you have a catalog in your hot little hand, you can turn to page 16. That's where I'm starting. But if you don't have a catalog, it's okay. Okay. So, well, you might be going, it's not okay. I want a catalog. If you need a catalog, by the way, please let me know. Okay, so we're going to start with the Neutral Noel suite of products. We're going to do all of our suites first. And so I'm going to start there and show you all of these great products that come in this suite. So we have 2 bundles. We have paper, we have a folder, we have twine, and we have, actually this is jute. And then we have our embellishments. I'm gonna kind of show you this all in detail here. Okay, by the way, this will be my November club. So for those of you that like this, just know that's coming up. In November, it will be the club. You'll need to sign up in October for it. And as always, I do 4 projects, usually cards, and then an add-on layout. So if you don't know about that, that's coming. It's headed your way. I'm I'm not going to say you have to have both of the stamp sets for that club, but it will probably be a good idea. However, I'm going to probably focus more on this visual and then, of course, use the sentiments from this. But I am not going to guarantee that I will not use, I'm going to try to just, I don't know. We'll see what happens. Anyway, this is so cute. So this one, Welcome Noel, of course, has the different houses, a little deer and stuff. Is so cute for these wonderful, like from our home to yours type greetings, which you'll see here in the Noel tidings. And then the dies, oh my gosh, these are so cute. You're having a strawberry acai drink. That sounds really good. Here's my chai rooibos herbal tea, guys. Hello, everybody that has jumped on. Okay, so you can see the dies. You have a really nice long, in fact, this, I'm going to measure this because I know someone's going to ask. I think it's about 8 inches, but it's 8.5. Oh, it is almost 8.5. So it cuts off at about, no, it cuts off at about 8 and 1/8, I'm going to say. Yeah, somewhere around 8 and 1/8. This is one the same. That one's more like 8 1/4. I don't know why that's different, but anyhow, so there's somewhere around 8 1/4 long. So that's really nice because it's going to give you basically a full page, and then you can just snip the little edges if you need to, as far as that goes. Or if you're doing a scrapbook page, you can just continue on because you've got these nice long lines. So you have your houses and your trees with the lines. You've got lots of other little dies. Of course, you've got the outline of the houses that cuts out the stamp, right? This one. Or you can use these together if you want to, or you can just put things behind. So there's different ways to do it. So you get the idea. There's lots of different stuff. There's 2 deer. You've got your trees. You've got some pieces for, I believe that is snow, but maybe not. I think that's meant to be snow. Don't hold me to that. It could be some kind of, thing to go across your tree. You could probably make it into either, honest to goodness. I would not be shocked if that's the case. So really cool dies that go with this set. We're going to have a lot of fun with this. I am very excited to make these cards. I think it's really beautiful. Okay, and then we have this bundle. This one has more of just the pine boughs, the greetings, of course. And so you have that, and then you've got the dies that coordinate. So the dies, of course, will cut out these pieces. And then you have this beautiful oval wreath for the front of a card or a scrapbook page. And then this oval that you can use with the wreath. Okay, because they're about like, pop this off of here. I haven't put these on magnets yet. So it's about this. We're going to talk about that, by the way. It's about that size, right? So you can use that behind or in front of this die if you want to, or they can be used completely separate, which is really nice. You've got lots of pieces to cut out the images, and then you've got a couple of extra sentiment pieces here and some standalone berries there as well. So, and that's like, if you just want to add that to your wreath. So really beautiful set. For sentiments and making gorgeous backgrounds and stuff like that. So really cool, these 2 bundles. You have your softly woven embossing folder. This is super cool. I'm loving this. I did use it on, I don't have that handy. I used it on something recently that I really liked it. I think it's real. Do I have that handy? No, I don't think I do. But it's a really great embossing folder. Embossing folders are a great price point because they're fairly inexpensive, to be honest. Sorry, you can see my light above the reflection. They're fairly inexpensive, and then you can use them to create texture on everything you make. So it's really nice. I love embossing folders. I get them all. Okay. We also have this Neutrals Jute combo pack that has, and it's not on here. Yes, it is. Basic beige, crumb cake, early espresso, mossy meadow, and pecan pie. Those are the colors that come in this. And I believe there are, does it tell me how much? 5 yards on each spool. Okay. All right. Then we also have these beautiful gold adhesive back dots. I haven't even opened this yet. So these basically have like a matte, kind of a matte or maybe a brushed metallic look. because it's not quite matte, but yeah, they're not like super shiny, like reflective or anything like that, but they're really gorgeous. I love these. And they're all the same size. So there's no size mix-ups or anything like that when you're trying to figure stuff out. They're just all one size and really nice. So that'll be really pretty. I love gold in the Christmas. Well, I love it all year long, but of course for Christmas, right? Okay. Pop over to YouTube, give Jeri a thumbs up. I'm lonely over here. Kathy, are you by yourself? Kathy wants you guys to pop over to YouTube and give me a thumbs up. Oh, that's funny. Give me some love on YouTube, guys. I got to get more YouTube people. Okay, so that is all of that part. And then, well, I don't know why I'm trying to move this. Let's look at the paper. That's why I was trying to move it. Okay, so this is the Neutral Noel. Now, this is actually, they have it marked as a designer series paper. In my mind, it is not, because there's nothing on the back. So it's not a designer series paper. Our designer series papers, in my mind, are papers that have designs on both sides. Specialty papers are like this, where they're only one-sided. But I know that they say that it is. So whatever you want to call it, it is a patterned paper, and it has a special coating on one side. It has that like brochure quality coating, whatever we have decided that is, which is really nice. And then it has like foil in it as well. And then there are a couple of these that actually have texture, these two right here, that feel like they look like and feel like they have been embossed. Like, it's super cool. You can kind of see the texture on this side, but it's crazy. I really love these. So you have the trees, you have this gorgeous textured page, you have this textured page that has the like the background with the white like sprigs and pine cones and berries and stuff, and then this technically foreground in the sense that it's raised, this gold embossing, which is really gorgeous. You have this one that totally makes me feel like I'm looking at wallpaper. I don't know why, but it's wallpaper to me. You have this pretty like circular tile type pattern, and then you have the pine cones and such that are in the, I should put that up here to separate these two, because that puts the pine cones together, huh? Okay, so that's like with a pecan background. Okay, so these are thicker, by the way, than designer series paper 2. Can you hear that? It's more like cardstock in its thickness, but it's like that brochure, I can talk, brochure style coating on the outside. Okay. So that is our first suite of products. Our second suite of products is on the next page, which is called Timeless Christmas. I think this is so stinking cute. We have a specialty paper, we have a designer series paper, we have a bundle, we have embellishments, and we have ribbon. Lots of cuteness, right? It's so cute. Okay, so let me start here. We've got our bundle, which has some really wonderful typical sentiments for the Christmas time, the Christmas season. So we've got 'Tis the Season, Making Spirits Bright, A Gift for You, To and From, and Sending Christmas Cheer. And of course, you have your little holly. Okay, so it's mostly a sentiment set. Okay, and then you have this awesome die set. Hello from Oregon. Who is from Oregon? I think it's Gian, but it says Gian Joe. So Gian Joe, is that so? What is your actual name, if you don't mind sharing? We'd love to know. If not, that's okay. But welcome. I don't think we've had you on before, unless you're someone who watches over on Facebook and I just don't know your tag on YouTube. Hey, Flo. You have a party of 3 now. Thank you, Kathy. She's working over there. She's like, I need to give her like some sort of bonus or something. She's helping me. No. Okay, this is a really great set of beautiful scalloped framed type dies. They do make the full piece. They don't cut out the inside part, they just had this like dotted line, but you could of course always cut the inside out if you wanted to. You can also, of course, layer them, which is super cool. So it is Gianne. Okay, awesome. Welcome, Gianne. We're so glad to have you. Oh, she says now there's a party of 4. People are joining. Okay. So this is a really great set. I love this for everything. I've been using it for all kinds of stuff, but obviously it'll be great for this type type of set. This set really focuses on like frames and tags and things like that, which is really beautiful. Okay, so that's what we have for our actual stamp bundle. Then we have, let's do the paper next. How about that? Okay, so we have this gorgeous, timeless Christmas paper. I'm going to move the embellishments here out of the way. Timeless Christmas Designer Series paper, which is our pattern paper, 12 sheets. You have 4 of each type, right? So you have 6 designs, okay? 4 of each, which is really nice. I like that they're doing this in particular with the Christmas stuff. They're doing it with a lot of it. And I think it's really nice because it gives you more of a design in a pack. Some of you may be like, no, I prefer different designs. Well, we like different things from time to time, but I think this is a fun little experiment for them to try because I like at Christmas time a lot of the same stuff when I'm making cards. So it makes it a little bit easier. And I think that's kind of what they're going for. So we have these beautiful patterns on the front. Of course, you guys know I love dots and plaids. So of course I love these 2. This is a cut apart, of course, that you can use for different pieces on cards or straight up tags. If you want to do that, that works as well. And then on the back side of these, we have a red dot that is like straighter. We have the snowflakes on pecan, and we have our holly. Really beautiful. So you'll notice this kind of focuses on holly, this suite, in the sense that there's holly in here, there's holly in here, and look, we've got these beautiful embellishments. You guys, these are so pretty. There's not a lot in there. I'm going to be honest. You're paying more per embellishment because it's big, for one. I mean, if you count the dots and the leaves together, that's a lot of embellishment, right? But oh my gosh, these are gorgeous. Like this, these dots are so shiny and pretty. I just can't even begin to tell you. And the leaves are so detailed. Like you probably can't see that on camera, but the leaves are so detailed. It's like they're little molded, beautiful leaves. They're so cute. Anyway, I love these so much. I have a feeling that these are going to fly off the shelf, kind of like the peppermints did, and we're not going to be able to keep them in stock. Just saying. So get them while you can. Okay. We also have, and I know I left the paper there for a minute to show you that. We also have the specialty paper, Timeless Metallic, that has 6 sheets. This is gorgeous, by the way. It almost looks like velvet. It's not. It is a flat paper with like a brushed texture on it, but it, when you look at it, it just, the way it grabs the light is stunning, you guys. I don't know if camera can do this justice. It is absolutely beautiful. If anybody else has this in person, let them know what you think, because I think this is, especially the green, is like one of the most, I don't know, I like them all, but I like green, so I'm pulled towards green, but it's so pretty. It's just so pretty. Okay, so we have all of that for the papers. We've got the bundle. We've got the cute little embellishments. And then finally, finally we have our gorgeous white ribbon, which I've already gotten into because I've used it. This is beautiful. I always love white ribbon because you can color this with your blends and make it any color you like, which is really nice. This is a white textured ribbon is what it's called. And that is exactly what it is. It is beautiful. I hope you guys can see the texture. It makes great bows. Everybody always wants me to make a bow so that they can see how it ties. So it's really wonderful for that. The texture makes it not slippy. One thing about satin ribbons is sometimes they kind of just slide right back out. So it's not slippy like that, and it just stays where you put it, but it ties really nicely. So I'm very impressed with this ribbon. It's a great ribbon. I'm always impressed with our ribbons for the most part. I mean, like 1% maybe of our ribbons I don't particularly like for some reason. The vast majority I do. I think they're amazing. And that's just me probably being some sort of weird picky person. Right? Okay. So that's our second suite of products. So beautiful. Love it. Okay. Third suite. Moving to those of you that have the catalog, the third suite of products is all wrapped up. Now, I don't have the stamps for this one. So I'm not gonna be able to show you those, but there's bows. I can tell you that bows are heavily featured, which you can see in the paper. And then, you know, like sprigs of stuff are heavily featured. There are 2 bundles in that suite. So it is a mega suite, and you can get both or one or however you like to do things. Oops, sorry, I grabbed the wrong thing. But we do have paper, and we do have embellishments, and we do have ribbon. So I'm going to show you that part. The stamps are not really my style, so I probably won't be getting them. They're just not me. And I have lots of bows, so I don't really need that. But I am going to show you the paper. It is beautiful. So this is another one that is not two-sided. So it's a specialty paper in my head, whether or not they call it that. It is 12 sheets, and you do get 2 of each design. So you get 6 designs, 2 of each. And this, it has that brochure feel, plus it has silver foiling. I hope you guys can see that. Can you see the silver foil? Let's hope so. Okay. Hi, Mimi. Was there a Mimi that jumped on? I missed it. Who's that? I think I missed it. Goodness. Was it on YouTube? It is. Hi, Mimi. Oh no, that's Claudette. Okay. Is it Claudette that I already know, or are you a new Claudette? That's the question. Let us know. That's so funny. Yeah, your YouTube names don't always reflect who you are like they do on Facebook. Hey, Sandy. She joined the party. You guys, did you guys just split between the 2? Like, I've noticed that the Facebook one went down and the YouTube one's gone up. So I think it's just like half and half now. That's kind of funny. Okay, I love you guys. All right, so here we go. There's the second sheet. There's the third. Hopefully you guys can see the the foil. I'm still laughing at that. That's so funny. My favorite sheet, of course, because it's plaid. Gotta love that. Look at that foil. Oh my gosh, love it. This is probably my second favorite sheet. I love this green one. You can almost see the reflection of things in this because the foil is close enough that you can make out patterns. So if you can see my camera, that's why. Love that one. And then we have straight up bows. Really pretty. So whatever it is that you like, I'm going to put plaid in the front because that's my favorite. That is that paper that goes with that suite. No, I know, it's fine. I knew what you meant. Let me show you this ribbon. I haven't even looked at it yet myself, so we're going to be playing with it together here. Okay, let's see. This is very wide, by the way. This is a, which I love when we have a nice wide ribbon for certain things. It can be very helpful. I find it to be harder to use on a card in the sense that you can't, like tying a bow and using that on a card, that's too much. But I love it for going across a card. Like, it's so beautiful. So using it that way, I love. And then it's really great on scrapbooking pages because it's nice and wide. And then, of course, it's really great for packages too. So if you're going to make like a 3D project or you're going to want to use it to wrap something, this is a gorgeous ribbon. So this is an inch wide. I feel like that's more than an inch wide. It says it's an inch, but it looks like more. Okay, it is, yeah, it's peeking over an inch, but okay. I guess it's an optical illusion. So it's an inch wide ribbon. This is a striped grosgrain in cherry cobbler and white. So really beautiful. And I will tie a bow with it just so you guys can see, but it's going to make a huge bow. I mean, like, this is not really the type of bow you'd want on a card. more than likely, unless it's the focus of the card. I guess you could do a big bow in the middle of a card. That would be kind of cool. But it's gonna be like, it's gonna leave a lot of bulk. You know what I mean? Like you're not gonna want to have dimensionals on that, or any of that kind of stuff, because it's definitely gonna leave quite a lot of bulk. So yeah, I mean, it does still make gorgeous bows, whichever side you like better. I mean, I'm not the best bow maker in the world, but yeah, it ties nicely. It's really going to be great for just straight strips on layouts and cards, and then really great for 3D projects. This is beautiful. Okay, so that's the ribbon that coordinates with this suite, the all wrapped up suite. And then we have these beautiful adhesive backed sparkle sequins. That are in, I don't think they're putting the colors on here yet. We're trying to get them to start doing that. Let's see, is it say it on the catalog? No, not there. I'll have to look somewhere else. But we've got silver white. I believe this is, I think this is Lost Lagoon, you guys. Don't hold me to that. And then Cherry Cobbler. I know that's Cherry Cobbler. I think this is meant to be Lost Lagoon. Maybe? Because Lost Lagoon is in this suite. So I think that's what that's supposed to be. Okay, so, and of course they have, this one has like the AB filter on it. So it's going to pick up a lot of different colors, but it is white. It's white with the AB on there. Okay. Let me put those away. Okay, so that's all I have for that suite. I do not have, like I said, I don't have the bundles for this one. All right, moving on. We've got the, sorry, I'm fighting with my stuff in my container here. Okay, moving on. I will be getting this set, this bundle, but I don't have it yet. This is the Christmas mice bundle with a little Christmas suite of products. I will be doing this for my December club, by the way. I just haven't bought the stamp set yet because, only so much at a time, right? Okay, so we have embellishments, we have ribbon, and we have our paper. So let me show you the paper since I don't have the stamp set, and then you can kind of envision what the stamp set looks like, right? So it's super duper cute. Could you cut it in half or would it fray? That's a great question, Jill. Hold on. I do like to try to answer those kind of questions when I do these videos. So let me look. So if we cut it in half, oh, it's pretty good. It's because it's a grosgrain, it's staying together. You know what I mean? I'm wondering if I can rip it. I can't even hardly rip it. So if I really pull, I can pull out these little pieces. See that? But I have to make an effort. Like it's not just gonna do it probably on its own. So if that answers that question for you, yeah, you could definitely play around with this. You could probably cut it and make it thinner. You could also, do like a frayed edge and pull out the bottom pieces to create a frayed edge type thing. Yeah, so there'd be some fun things you could do with that. For those of you that like to play with your ribbon like that, I think you would enjoy this ribbon for that reason too. The ribbon's so pretty, reminds me of Christmas ribbon candy. Oh yes, doesn't it? Absolutely, for sure. I wasn't even thinking about that, but you're right. Okay, so back to the cute little mice. Thank you for distracting me from my cute little mice. No, I'm just kidding. The Christmas mice stamp set is super cute, and it is something, it's on my list because we'll be doing this for the December club. I had to wait. I'm getting it next month. I just couldn't get it this month, it's one of those things. You got to spread it out a little bit. Okay. So, so cute. I love these little mice. Like, oh my gosh, like this one just standing on the stool to like put up is probably one of my favorites. So cute. I'm trying to remember, is that one in the stamp set? I gotta look at it real quick. Hold on. So some of these mice are in the stamp set, but not all of them. So there's 2 mice in the stamp set, and they have pieces, since you can't see it, that allow you to kind of like put a hat on him or a scarf on him or things like that. So it is super duper cute. You guys are gonna love it. But anyway, so we'll get to that eventually. So super cute papers, right? Okay, so there's the back of that. Love the plaid. Always love the plaid. Hello to everyone who's jumped on since we started. And if you don't know, I am now on, oh, I must have hit my camera, or I hit this. It's crooked. Sorry. I am now on Facebook and on YouTube simultaneously. So you can watch me in either place. You can watch the recordings on Facebook for 30 days. They delete them after that, but they will stay on YouTube in perpetuity. So love also the little carolers. I think those are so cute. I mean, let's be honest, this guy carrying the tree is really adorable too, but I like the little carolers. They're adorable. Okay, and then we have a beautiful stripe here that has like almost like a knit. It almost looks like a knit stripe, like a sweater. It's really cool. Then we have our cut aparts. Really beautiful scenes. I love the designs that they did in this. I particularly like that one. It's probably just because it's got a nice warm cozy fire, but you know, the English Tudor home style and the little kitchen where they're making things, like it's just all so cute. And then one of Katie's favorite things, I know because she already told me about this paper, is it has these nice long 12-inch borders, and you have two of them, so they're really great for scrapbooking if you want to use it for that. But of course you can use it for cards and stuff like that as well. So yeah, really cute. Okay, then we've got this fun line design on the back. We've got bows, lots of bows this year. We've got another plaid. Yep, it's different. I know you guys are going, wait, that's the same. Nope, it's different. Can you see the difference? They are different. It is not the same plaid. So on this one, it is primarily green. There's a green going both directions. And on this one, it's primarily red. There is a red going in both directions. So they are different, which is cool. But I like that there's 4 sheets of plaid. That's really awesome. Okay, then we have our little cute mice in the stocking one, and then again another one of these stripes with but this one is red and this one is green, so you get 2 different types of stripes. And then lastly we have our kitchen stuff, right? So we've got this is my other favorite one, the mice crawling into the cookie jar. It's just so cute. So you've got different kitchen stuff here, making cookies and all the kinds of things. Super cute. And then on the back, lots of different just kind of Christmas candy canes and bows and so on. So really, it's super cute paper. I am so excited to be doing. Oh, I'm glad. That's great. That's great. And it is still on Facebook for 30 days, but they do, you know, ever since last summer, I guess, is when they started doing that. They do now delete them. So, and of course, I post the replays over there on YouTube from the previous ones. These will already be here, so you won't have to worry about that. Okay. Also, sorry, also in this set are I've totally forgot. I was almost going to go right to the next one. Okay. And I am sorry I don't have the stamp set yet to show you, but it is what it is. Okay. We have this beautiful cherry cobbler, peaceful pine, and white multicolor Christmas baker's twine. That's a mouthful. Okay, let me find the end. Where's the end? There it is. This is a cotton, just so you know, this is a cotton baker's twine style. I know it looks a little different. Sometimes it is not. It is cotton. It's basically like they took 3 baker's twine. Like if you look at this, if I unspool it, can you see? It's basically like they took 3 single baker's twines and rolled them up, right? We don't want to do that. We don't want to mess it up, but I shouldn't have done that. But you'll get what I'm saying, right? Okay, so they will untwine if you want to do that. They're going to be a little kinked. I don't know if you want that look, that would be really cool. But you've got this beautiful cord essentially that you've created with those baker's twines. And so you get this, what I would call a cord. They call it a baker's twine. It's more like a cord because it is thicker than a typical baker's twine because it has like 3 colors twined together. So I more or less call this a cord, but it's beautiful. Absolutely love it. Pine, a peaceful pine, and cherry cobbler. Great combination. Okay. And then we have the embellishments for this. These are called the Christmas epoxy shapes. And these are so cool. So there's the Christmas epoxy shapes. You get 8 of each shape. And each shape has 2 colors. So you got 2 different presents, 2 different ornaments, 2 different candy canes, and 2 different stars. These are going to be really wonderful for using on like tree images because you'll be able to put the candy canes on a tree, the stars, the ornaments. The presents would probably be a little small for that, but you could, you know, maybe make it work for small presents. But anyway, super cute embellishments. I love these. I love simple embellishments, but I also really love these, you know, kind of fantastic over the top ones. So, and these just have that clear, like they're just like a clear flattish type. I mean, kind of a bubble, but not a lot. Like real, they're really low profile is what I'm trying to say. They're kind of glossy, got that clear look to them. Okay, so that is all of the A Little Christmas, the mousy one that we'll be doing for December Club. Okay, next on page 26, you guys probably already know about this one because so many of you have already signed up for my class. If you have, or for my club, if you haven't, guys, today's the last day. I did extend it to today because I knew I was going to be showing this, and some people might be like, hey, I want that. So if you want my club, it's so cute. We're going to be doing the Radiant Sunflowers for September Club. Look at this one. So cute. And then we also have a fun fold here. Really cool fun fold with a belly band. I always love those. I don't do them very often, but they're fun. Okay, so we have super cute club that you can be a part of. There is a layout. I will show you that. Okay, so sunflower fields, yes, sunflower fields, sweet, radiant sunflowers bundle. I'm getting my words all twisted up again. Okay, we also have in this a specialty paper called Radiant Foils. And we have, of course, an embellishment and ribbon. So we're going to go through all of this. So Radiant Sunflowers is the bundle. Super cute, has a sunflower with leaves, a little butterfly, a couple other flower type pieces, and then some super cute, love the font. And what am I saying? Sentiments, that's the word. And then we have this really great die set. You have like a little pots, you have the sunflowers, another, I believe this is a mum. Don't hold me to that. I am not a flower person. I may not be right. Whatever that is, it's cool. You've got the center flowers, you've got leaves for the different sizes, you've got the pieces that cut these out, of course, and you know, all of these images, including the butterfly, and then you have a sentiment piece as well. So really nice die set. Kathy, you don't want to miss it. It is so cute. It is so cute. Okay, so let me show you the paper and next, and then we will move to the embellishments and such. So here's the sunflower paper. Ooh, you know, I've used so much of this. I don't even know if I have a full. I don't. I have 4 pages that are still full. The rest I'm going to have to find. Okay, so let's see. We have which designs here. I think I need this one, maybe. Yep. And maybe this. Nope, not that one. I may not even have enough left of the last one. Which one am I missing? I think it's this one. No, yes, it's this one. Yes. Okay. Sorry about that, guys. Okay. So we have sunflowers on one side, and then we have like patterns on the other side. Do you guys see that? Oops, sorry, that one's hiding. So we have on this side, we have these patterns, lines. We've got some kind of like plaids, like a very simple plaid, more of like a check with dots and then a dot. So you've got lots of fun basic patterns on the back. And then on the front, you have your sunflowers. So this one, of course, pulls in some of the Cajun craze flowers in there too. This one is straight up yellow sunflowers. This one is more of a background, as is this one. This one's in the golden glow, and this one is in not crushed curry. Sorry, Cajun craze. I always want to mix those two up in my head. This one has those, I guess, like mum style. I don't know. Is that what that is? Somebody who knows flowers, tell me. Anyway, it's got that beautiful pecan pie background though, and then you've got the same pattern here with a white background. So really, really gorgeous papers. I love this paper. I've had this paper in my hot little hand since the cruise, which was in beginning of June. And just staring at it, waiting for the stamp set to come out was killing me. I have to tell you, it was killing me. I was like, I need the stamp set now, because I had no idea what the stamp set looked like. I just had the paper. So loving that. Okay, we also have a specialty paper called Radiant Foils specialty paper. By the way, all of the designer series papers are in my paper share. If you want the specialty papers, anything I call a specialty paper, which is pretty much anything that doesn't have a back, those are in the specialty paper add-on. There's an embellishment add-on. I'm not doing a ribbon add-on, but you can do those. And of course, we have some stamp sets that we're using as well. Okay, so this is 6 sheets, 2 of each. You've got sunflowers, stripes, and then I don't know what to call that. It's like almost like a wallpaper / tile design that kind of looks like sunflowers. It's really pretty. You've got that beautiful brochure style front to this, and then the copper, I believe it's copper foil on that for the images. Really pretty, kind of tone on tone with the pecan pie and copper look. Love it. Okay, so those are the 2 papers. Then we have our embellishments, which you guys have seen before. These are the Radiant Gems because I've used them, of course, on all of the stuff. Golden Glow, Old Olive, and I believe this is Secret Sea. For those, they're like the cushion gem style that are sparkly and a little bit glittery. And they just call them Radiant Gems, but they're kind of that glittery cushion style gem. And then finally, we have our ribbon, which is the Mossy Meadow gingham ribbon. Love this stuff. Yes, it makes a beautiful bow. Did I? Yeah, I have bows all over my stuff. I put a bow in that first card. I've got bows on the layout. I mean, this is gorgeous. So, and because it's like a cotton style, what did I do? I did something wrong. It's twisted. Anyway, because it's like a cotton style, it does hold the bow position very well, which is nice. I do love satin ribbons because they're pretty, but they're always hard to get them to sit still, right? So you guys know what I'm talking about. What are you guys seeing out of all the stuff I've shown so far? Tell me what you're loving. I'd love to know that. If you don't tell me, then I don't know what you guys like. Another pack of this. Oh, yeah, the little Christmas. I know, it's so cute. Okay. So that is the Radiant Sunflowers, and we do have that club that you can be a part of, but today is the last day. And for those of you that scrapbook and want the add-on scrapbook page for my club, here is what that looks like. So it says sunshine, and I am probably going to be adding, and I'm going to do this for all of you. I'm going to give you this if you want to use it. My sunshine on here. So you've got a place for at least 4 photos. You could add another one here or use this for your journaling. You've got, of course, sunflowers everywhere, little gate. So cute. I just love how this turned out. So that is the add-on layout for those of you wanting to do the scrapbook page as well. Okay. So make sure to text me today if you want to sign up for that, because it is the last day to sign up for this. However, any of my classes or clubs always have the availability to pick up the PDF after the fact. You can always do that. So those are always available in perpetuity. I can give you something from 5 years ago if you want it. So just let me know. Okay. I know it does stink when you get behind, right? Like it always does. Okay. So moving on, we are going to skip over the Autumn Fields scrapbooking kits because there is that too, and move to painted pumpkins. So painted pumpkins, or I'm sorry, painted patch. Painted pumpkins is the stamp set. Painted patch is the suite and also the paper. Super cool. Love the colors that they decided to do in this. And this has so much stuff in this suite, you guys. I mean, like, it just keeps coming, right? Oops, that's the wrong one. It just keeps coming. So we have a lot of stuff in this suite to talk about. Okay, so First off, we have a wonderful bundle, you guys. This bundle actually includes this set of masks. So you get the stamps, you get the dies, and you get the masks. It's an amazing bundle. Can you get things without whatever? Yes, you can. So I can't remember. I think the dies come with the, hold on, let me look. I don't want to tell you wrong. I think the dies come with the masks, or maybe it's the stamps. One of them comes with the masks. It's the stamps. So when you buy, well, maybe you can get them all separate. I might have been lying. I think you can get them all separate, guys. Okay. So I think it looks to me like you can get them all separately. So you can buy any two you want, for instance, any one you want, or you can buy them as a bundle and save 10%, right? So you get all three of these when you buy the bundle. Okay, so okay, everybody is still there, right? Let's see, making sure. Your favorite is the Christmas mice, so you're definitely going to be doing the December club, is what you're telling me. Okay. Oh, I don't know why I took this out. So this is painted pumpkin. I mean, some of our stamps are a little bit different in size. You can see that that one is bigger than what you see there. So be aware of that when I'm showing you these, that some of them are a different size. But anyway, painted pumpkins. Of course, you have all the pumpkins. You have two sets of 3 here. Yes, they're different. So you technically have 6 different pumpkins. You've got a couple of vines and of course some really cute sentiments. Great font, by the way. And you've even got some like ground that you can like put them on, which is really nice. You just stamp that out and create ground. So love that. You guys have seen this. If you've been around my channel for half a second lately, you've already seen probably I love this little gate, the pumpkins, the vines, all the things. So you've got all the dies to cut out your images from this. Plus you've got these standalone pumpkins, the gate, plus it's hardware. You've got extra little gourd pieces and little vines and such. So there's lots of goodness here for you guys to make beautiful cards with. And oh my gosh, I just love this set. I love pumpkins. How many of you, raise your hand if you love pumpkins? Okay. Sunflowers, I have a sunflower tattooed on my toe. So we know I love sunflowers, but I also love pumpkins for my decor. So, okay. So what I love about this set is you have, first off, you have your pumpkins straight up. Let me do it this way. So you have your background for your pumpkins. Can you guys see that? Let me grab a piece of cardstock. Okay, so you have your background for your pumpkin. The next layer adds some color if you want to, or you can just do this one. You don't have to do this one, right? This layer adds shadowing to that. So you get, what I would do is like color it once with this, come back in with this one, and then maybe the same color again for the third time, or a darker color in that combines well with it, right? But either way, you're going to create a shadow pattern, right? Because you're doing darker and darker and darker, right? So yeah, super cool. And then you have your little stems that go on top that you can do green or brown or whatever type you want to do. And then you also have kind of tangentially, you have this really beautiful piece that has all the vines. So I kind of like, I don't think I'd use, maybe. They're not really in my mind to be used like on top of each other. This is sort of separate, but really, really cool. So I'm in love with this set. Haven't actually played with it yet. I am excited to do so. I just haven't had a chance yet. So anyway, all that comes in the bundle. If you want to save 10%, you can save 10% on all 3 of these items, or you can buy any one of these items on their own. And then we have the embossing folder called Rustic Check, which is super cool. Love this embossing folder. Hopefully you guys can see that pretty well. And we have the paper, of course. Let's pull this out. This is the same name as the suite of products, which is called Painted Patch. One of the things I love about this suite is how they chose to do, I'm going to move these over here, how they chose to do the color combo. Like, you don't often see this color combo for pumpkins, and this is apparently a very fresh new way to do pumpkins. Like, this is kind of the new thing. And so is to add these kind of funky, a little bit off colors that you don't technically see, but you get close to it in nature. So instead of greens, we have these teals. We've got the softer, even pinkier type oranges, and we even went so far as to add the fresh freesia color to this, which is really gorgeous. So anyway, I like how they did this. I think it's really cool. So here's these papers, and this is the same pattern, but all the colors are flip-flopped. So you have a different background, but you can see, for instance, the pumpkin, it's in the same place, it's the same position, it's the same size, it's the same, all the things, but color. So they just messed with the colors. So you've got that one. You've got a beautiful check on the back of that one, or what they're calling a rustic check on the back, which, by the way, would look really cool under this. I'm just saying. You can emboss your designer series papers, guys. Yep, you can. Okay, so there's that one. And on the back, you have this plaid. Then we have kind of a monochromatic design here. It's the same design. You guys see that? Same design, monochromatic. Okay. All right. And then we have, yeah, okay. Then we have our pumpkins, like straight up pumpkins, which I love this page. I think it's awesome. Oh, and I love this design too. This is gorgeous together. These teals and peaches together, really beautiful. Could actually be used for something Southwestern, honest to goodness. But it works really great with this set as well. So we have our, oops, I grabbed too many pages. Hold on. Hold on. Okay. On the back of that, we have a beautiful teal line pattern. Then we have our leaves. So this one is less detailed. It's more like a silhouette, and this one has more detail in it. So you can see both of those. On the back of this one, we have a blue check or a teal check. And then I love this pumpkin pattern on the back. It looks like a tile pattern or a wallpaper pattern, but it's pumpkins. It's so cute. So really cute. If you like pumpkins, you're going to love this suite of products. Oops, hold on. I got to show you I keep forgetting my embellishments and stuff. Okay, we've got the Painted Patch dots that are adhesive backed. So there's all of your dots. This is a flat matte two size in 4 colors. So we've got those. And then we have our ribbon, which I haven't opened yet, I don't think. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I haven't opened that yet. So we've got those. And then we have our ribbon. This is Calypso Coral and Copper. So it has a copper edge. So pretty. Calypso and Coral copper bordered ribbon. Look at that. Oh my gosh. That is beautiful. That is really, really pretty, you guys. Love that. You guys want me to tie it in a bow? I know you do. I know you're back there going, is she going to tie it in a bow? I expect this to stick really nicely because of the border here has that kind of metallic, you know what I'm talking about, right? Like, this is just like a ribbed ribbon, you know, not satin. It's just a ribbed ribbon, but that border really catches nicely. So that makes a beautiful flat bow. Yeah, that's nice. You might be able to hear that. I don't know if you can hear that or not. Okay. So super beautiful ribbon. What are you guys liking? Make sure to be saying when you like something, let me know. I should have you guys start being like, I give that a 4 out of 5. Just so I get like some sort of frame of reference for what you guys like. Okay. So that is our Painted Pumpkins suite. Moving on to what's next. Oh, Mosaic Garden. So this is most definitely not holiday. So we've done a lot of holiday stuff so far, but this is not holiday at all. So you guys are going to love this. Okay. So, because, you know, not everything we do during the holiday season is holiday based. So this is called Mosaic Garden. Whoop. Sorry. And we have lots of goodies here. Okay, so let's start with our stamp set. We have in this, which you're going to see in the paper as well. Maybe I should start with the paper for this one. I'm going to start with the paper for this one. I don't want to throw you guys off here. So sorry, I'm going to try to get just the 6 designs. Okay. So one side of this has these beautiful tile patterns that you would see in what I think of like old world or Italian tiling things, right? Beautiful tile patterns, absolutely stunning. Some of them, like these 2, are monochromatic, and others have multiple colors in them. This one is very Mediterranean. Oh my gosh, that's really giving me Mediterranean feel. Okay, so you just got this kind of Mediterranean style tiles, and then on the back you have your mostly one color designs. Some of them have a little bit of extra, like this one it's mostly the green, but it has a little bit of the cantaloupe, the crisp cantaloupe in it, some little dots, but you have hydrangea hue, old olive, and crisp cantaloupe basically. These 2 are basically clouds. One is crisp cantaloupe, one is blue. These 2 are just these little dots, and then these 2 are kind of their own thing. And so you've got all of that. That is really messing with the colors on my screen. I'm just telling you. So anyway, that's the tile mosaic garden paper. And so you have the tile garden the tile garden bundle, and that has all these beautiful kind of realistic looking flowers. Like they have that, do you know what I'm talking about? They have that that texture to them, so they look like they belong on a textile, but it also creates that almost like believable vibe that they're real. So lots of different flowers, some cute little sentiments. And then, oh my gosh, in my opinion, the part of this that I just absolutely had to have is the tile garden dies. So I don't know if you guys remember this really cool set we have called Spotlight on Nature that has these circles. They're circles with this pattern, the dot and dash pattern, and then the radiant pattern. Well, guess what? Same exact patterns, but in squares. So we have the radiant pattern, we have the dashes and dots, and then we have, I don't know what to call this. It's like a fleur-de-lis to me, kind of, in that as well. And so in the square tiles, we have that now. So these coordinate together, which I am super excited about. How about you? Let me know what you think. Are you excited about these tile dies? Because, oh my gosh, I always love shape dies. And so I love, love, love these. So anyway, that is the Tile Garden bundle. Yes, of course, if you don't want the stamp set, you can buy just the dies. That is always an option. But anytime you buy the bundle, you save 10% on all of the things in the bundle, which is nice. Okay, then we have our embellishments. These are the glossy garden dots. And just like they sound, they are super shiny, look glossy. They almost have like what am I trying to say? Holographic. That's the word I want. I was going to say hieroglyphic for a second, and I was like, nope, that's wrong. They almost have a holographic look to them when you move them around in the light. They are super beautiful. Kind of look like glass almost, but a little bit different. Anyway, so those are super gorgeous. Come in old olive, hydrangea hue, and crisp cantaloupe. And then you have the hydrangea hue and white bordered ribbon, which is absolutely stunning. I love it. I love hydrangea hue. So this is a gorgeous ribbon. It kind of has just that ribbed texture and then the white border. Yes, it makes beautiful bows, because that is always the next question. You like the garden tile, the squares, the dies, you mean? Yeah. Okay, I'm doing a terrible job with this bow. Don't blame the ribbon. It's the user. This is a great ribbon. I love the width of this ribbon. It's really great because it just makes such a beautiful bow for a card. So anyway, yes, great bows. Okay. You're so excited about the tile dies. Got it. Oh, did Yvonne join us again? Oh, I missed her. That goes by so fast. I'm looking at the Facebook one. Hello, Yvonne. Welcome back. So glad you're joining us again. If you missed the first part, you're welcome to watch that at the end. So good to have some of you newbies. Those of you who are newbies, if you're willing to let us know your actual name, we'd love to hear it. We'd love to welcome you. You can always join us on Facebook too. And so, yeah, we are so glad you're here. Okay, so that was the Mosaic Garden suite of products. I believe that's the last suite. And we're going to move to some other things, including, let's see, I'm going to go ahead and start with this bundle first, which is on, hold on, let me find out. It's on page. So we have a couple of other events that I know those of you who follow me regularly, like, go, wait a minute, where's such and such class? And where's such and such class? I'll go over all that here in a minute. But this is, oh wait, I can't, you guys can't see this. So I got to make sure. This will be my October class. This is on page 41 for those of you that want to see it. And there's also a folder, which is on a different page. But it coordinates. So I've got them together. Okay, so they're not a bundle though. This is a bundle and then you can buy this separately. So this is the Dreamy Snowflakes. At least I don't think you can buy them that way. Yeah, I don't think so. Okay, so Dreamy Snowflakes, and I just want to show you really quickly. This is our October class, by the way, which is the next thing I'm creating. So I want you to see how big these are. So you can see how big they are there, but look, like it's a lot bigger in person. So this looks really tiny. These sentiments look super tiny. And while some of it is tiny, I'm going to admit it is not as tiny as it looks there. So it is a little bit bigger than that. Just wanted to make you guys aware. So this has 1, 2, 3, 4 big snowflakes and then 1, 2 small plus, well, I think, yeah, those are all together, though you could cut them apart. So 4 big and 5 small snowflakes, lots of different patterns for your snowflakes and sizes and so on. And then your die set has, oh, I am wrong. It does come with the folder. How many of you are yelling at me? This comes together. If you buy the die set, it comes with the folder. So it is one big bundle. My bad. I apologize. I am blind. That's the problem. No. Hey, Michelle, how are you? Okay, so the dies are really cool. So this is a hybrid set. So if you ever see that word, so you saw this Dreamy Snowflakes hybrid embossing folder set, right? Okay, this die right here, for instance, will fit right here. And you can actually feel it click in. You can actually run paper through with that in your folder and it will come out with it being cut. You'll have an outside part that has this, these snowflakes on it, and then you'll have these pieces that have been cut out. Now, some of these other ones I haven't even tried yet. They may fit too. I'm looking at this and I'm wondering, does that fit? I'm not getting a click on that one, so I don't think it does. I thought maybe it looked like it would. Now it may cut it out, but it is not clicking into place like the other ones do. If they don't click into place, you can't run it through with the folder, but you could run it through and then cut it out. I think it would cut it out. So be aware of that. I don't know if I have no idea where that was. That's okay. I'm going to put it on a magnet thing anyway. Let's see if any of these other, I always like to show you guys this because I know you're wondering, do the other ones work? It's usually something in the center, but I thought I'd check just to see. I don't even know what this one goes with. Oh, it goes with this one. So no, it doesn't click into place, but it probably will cut that one out nicely. So you can do that. Okay, you'll also notice you've got the 2 little ones, which are these smaller, full-sized or full snowflake. But then you also have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Did I count that one? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. You have 11 standalone snowflakes. You've got a snowflake border and you've got 2 sentiment pieces. And don't forget, of course, your little mitts that you can cut out as well. So there's lots of stuff with this set that you can make use of. And of course, you can coordinate. You can use this by itself. You can use it with the dies, or you can use them completely separately. It doesn't matter how you choose to use them. That's the great thing about hybrid, is it's saying use it in whichever way makes sense for you. So you get all 3 of these with this bundle. Again, I'll be doing this for my October class, and I will be showing you in just a little bit the paper and stuff I'll be using for that. Not quite yet. We're almost there. So that is the Dreamy Snowflakes bundle. Also in the catalog, the holiday catalog, we have some other papers. And so if you have that catalog in hand, just go ahead and turn to page 63 if you want to follow along with me. If you don't care, then don't worry about that. But I'm just letting the people know who have it. So we have some papers that are not in a bundle or a suite. And so I want to show you those. So we've got Hearth and Home. This is one of the, if you guys have ever gotten one of these before, this is one that has the squares. So you have 9 4-inch squares on these 4 sheets. You have on both of these 16 3-inch squares on each. So you've got 16 different, well, technically 32 different designs in these squares, and then another 9 here. So you've got all these different square designs, and then on the back, and there's 4 of each of these sheets. And then on the back, you have solid designs that are quite subtle. I love this particular wood pattern, but obviously these are gorgeous too. So you've got this nice light, barely blush. And I think this is smoky slate. Don't hold me to that, but I think so. So really beautiful Hearth and Home. We also have Texture and Tone, which is another standalone paper. Again, has less designs. So you have 4 of each sheet, or sorry, 3 of each. Yes, 4. I said it right the first time. 3 of each. Why do I have? Because it's hiding. 4 of each sheet in the Texture and Tone. Okay, and then on the back, you have a Subtler design with a vanilla background. Really pretty designs in that one. By the way, a lot of these standalone design papers do coordinate with other products in the kit, or in the catalog. So be sure to be watching for those type of coordinations. Okay, probably my favorite standalone paper, should I say? I don't know if I should say that, but I love this. This is called Yuletide Carols, and you do have a cut apart here that you can use, or you can use it as a mosaic. Then you have, sorry, I'm trying to get these separated. You have the kind of gray toned song, what am I saying? Piano music. And you have one horse open sleigh for sure here. What's this one? Oh, Deck the Halls. This is Deck the Halls. Okay. So we've got those. This one's got a whole bunch of different stuff. And then on this side, you've got some holly on early espresso bells on like a distressed. And then you've finally got one that has no words. This is just music that's on this one. But I do love the border that they put on that. It's going to be great for scrapbooking pages and cards, because you can, cut these into pieces and have that kind of really fun feel. So love this paper. So pretty. I love backgrounds like this for cards. It just adds a really great touch. I know, it's so cool, right? Very vintagey feeling, but also just a really cool Christmassy touch. Okay, another standalone paper. Whoops, I almost lost my catalog. Another standalone paper. I'm going to try to put it here and hope that it doesn't end up on screen, because I'll get in trouble. Okay, is Whispering Woods. This one is so cool. Okay, I love, I hit my camera. I'm so sorry, guys. I love this. Welcome to everyone who just jumped on. And just a reminder, you can watch the replay and the live now, both on YouTube and on Facebook. Facebook will only keep the replay for 30 days. So again, we have 4 of each page. This side, very Christmassy, wintry feeling, right? Like you've got trees, you've got, I love this one with the trees and the bears and the elk and the bunny and the wolf and moose and all the things, right? And then this one is just the landscape of the trees. Okay, so you've got some different options here. This is more like border or landscape style. This is more portrait type style pictures that you're doing. And then this could be for anything, right? So we've kind of got that feel going on this side. But on the other side, that's not Christmas at all. I mean, it can be. It's the same colors, but it's not. So I love this paper. Very creative. I thought this was super super cool. So you've got lines, you've got these little blobs. I don't know what else to call them. They're kind of rectangular blobs. And this is very watercolory, by the way. This whole set is very watercolory. And then this one has just some like foliage on a watercolor background. So really beautiful paper. Love this paper. That was probably loud. I'm sorry. Okay. Also, we have a couple of extra specialty papers. Remember, all of these papers I'm showing you right now are in the paper share. If you want to join the paper share with me, don't miss out on that. It is going to be closing on the last day of the month. And guys, it's awesome. It's a great deal. Not only do you get all 12 of the new designer series papers, but you get a kit, a card kit for each one of those papers. That's 12 card kits. All of that for just $63. If you want the specialty paper, there's an add-on for that. If you want the embellishment share, there's an add-on for that. And then there's some stamp sets. We'll go over that more in a minute, but I just don't want you guys to miss that. So if you want to stick around to hear about that, please do. Okay, so then we have some specialty papers. Those are on page, hold on, I will tell you. Oh, wait, I'm sorry. We have one more paper I got to show you. On page 69, we have one paper that is 6x6 that coordinates with our mix and match products, and that is called Creative Celebrations. So I got to be careful with this one. I don't want stuff to fall everywhere. This is what's considered a specialty designer series paper because it has in the back here some punch outs. So we have, I believe, 4 sheets. Is that right? Am I crazy? Is it 3? 1, 2. Oh, that's right. It's 2 separate ones. Okay. There are 2 sheets of 2 different designs. So you've got all these punch outs, 2 of each that you can use for cards, layouts, whatever you want to do. And then you have your papers. And your papers, there are, I believe, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 of each, 4 designs. Okay, if I can get this right here. Okay, there's 8 of each, 4 designs. And so you've got this like tag like setup going on the front, or maybe not tag or tag. This could be a tag or just a piece that you use on like a card or a scrapbook page. So just like a sectional piece. So it's a cut apart style, whether it's tag or not. There's more tags. And then you finally have this cut apart that has like a border and some other pieces. So they can be used for tags, cards, layouts, all the things, right? But you have some different things going on. And then your backgrounds, you've got the 3 colors that feature most prominently in these 3 backgrounds. And then all 3 of them are in this one, this plaid. So lines, kind of a hatch, crisscross, whatever you want to call it. You've got the plaid. And then you've got basically what is falling snow on the hydrangea hue, which is really nice. Okay. So that is that one. That's the one of the ones you guys didn't get to see last time. And I'm sorry for that. So you see it now. Yay. Okay. So that is the Creative Creations. It's the only 6x6 paper we have in this collection. And then if you are looking in your catalog, you can move on to page 71, which has our specialty papers. We have a couple, I believe 2. Yeah, 2 specialty papers that are not in a bundle, not in a suite of products, but are beautiful and go very nicely with a lot of things. So we have Metal Effects. This is awesome. This is copper, silver, and gold. I personally wouldn't call this gold. I'm just going to tell you. Like, I know they call it gold. This is not gold. In my mind, this is more like, I don't even know what to call that. It's not, it's a very, very dark golden tone, but it is not gold. Like, it is not what I think of when I think of gold. I'm not sure. Hey, honey, you want to give your opinion? This is a great copper. And then this silver is almost more like an antique silver. It is not a really bright silver. I don't know if you can see that on camera, but it's a little bit darker too. So just be aware of that. It is not the same, for instance, as our silver foil. Like, our silver foil is straight up silver. So just be aware of that if you're wondering. Okay, so we have that. He must be in a different room. He didn't hear me. And then we have our Autumn Woods specialty paper. Love this. This is shimmer paper or glitter paper, whatever you want to call it. They call it glimmer paper. It doesn't come off on your hands, guys, but it is a glitter. Okay. It feels like glitter, but it's it's not chunky, and it doesn't actually come off on your hands. So we have, Cajun Craze, Early Espresso, and Old Olive in our glimmer papers here. So beautiful. Looks obviously really great with a lot of fall things, but you can see why this would be great for Christmas as well. So really beautiful. And of course, you had that timeless metallics for Christmas, which we already saw. Okay, so those are the two extra specialty papers here in the catalog. Okay, now one other thing from the catalog I'm going to show you, and then we're going to move. There's so many more things that I'm going to get, but I haven't gotten it all yet. Then we're going to move to the online exclusive products. Okay. So, by the way, I did want to show you guys this. There's that tile, those squares be in use, and you can see some of the pattern paper there too, just in case you wanted to see it. Okay. So, one of the thing that comes in that you can get in this catalog, and it comes in a package of 2, is our new sanding blocks. So these are really great. If you guys have been watching me for any length of time, you know I use the little white ones that you can get from like Sally's that are meant for buffing your fingernails. This is similar. Okay. I do not know the actual, if you're wondering what the actual grit is on this, it is not the same as this. This is a little softer than this, but the point of this is to, is it on this one? No, it's on my, sorry, wrong thing. Hold on. Let me show you what the point is. Where'd I put it? Oh no, I've lost it. Don't y'all hate it when you put things places and you can't remember? I do it all the time. And it's inevitably something I need for a video. Okay, so this card I did for my scarecrow stuff. So I'm gonna probably get stuff everywhere. But this is meant for, taking off a little bit of your paper so that the white shows. That's what this is for. And it is great also for when you have a piece of paper that has like little fuzzies, because it makes it nice and soft. So if you have fuzzies from a blade that's not quite sharp, that is really great for that as well. Okay, so that's what this sanding block is for. So if you don't have sanding blocks, you can buy these from Sally's. They're going to be a little bit softer. If you want something for this works really great because it's a little bit stronger than the soft ones from Sally's. So I really, really love it for this. They both work. I'm not going to say either one, like this is not necessary. You don't have to buy these, but they are available. I do like them. I think they're going to last a little longer than the ones from Sally's. So we'll see. I haven't had it long enough to see. So I will kind of give you my feeling on that in a handful of months once I have a chance to really, play with it for a while and give you my opinion on that. Okay. So Autumn Woods is just beautiful. Autumn Woods. What was the Autumn Woods? Oh, the specialty paper. It's not brass though, Stacy. Thank you for offering that up. Brass I think of as being brighter. It's darker. So maybe I'm thinking of the wrong metal. I don't know. I always think of brass as being like you have brass that has been like aged, that maybe that's what it could look like, but when I think of brass, like straight up brass, I think of like a really bright golden tone. It's much darker. So I just want you guys to be aware so you know what you're buying. Okay. It's beautiful. I'm going to use it like crazy. I just want everybody to get what they're wanting. So, okay. So now we're going to do a few of the online exclusive products. No, I haven't come anywhere close to getting them all. I do plan on using one of these for one of my classes, which is the one with the cute little gnomes. That's going to be my November class. Don't have it yet. It's coming eventually, but I want to show you the things I do have. So here's what I have picked up so far. I have the 3 papers, which we're going to talk about. These 2 are designer series paper, and this one is a specialty paper. These 2, maybe I should do it like this. These 2, so these 2 are designer series paper. This is a specialty paper. You'll notice I put SP for specialty papers. These 2 are part of a suite, which is awesome. So that, just know that. Okay. Also part of this suite is a ribbon and these beautiful snowflake embellishments, which we're going to talk about. Okay. So let's talk about this first, because I do not have the bundle for this yet, but we're going to talk about the paper and the stuff. So this is the, what is it called? It is called the Alpine Winter. Yeah, Alpine Winter. Yes, Alpine Winter Suite, which has the Winter Adventures bundle in it, which I haven't gotten yet. It's coming. So here's the paper. I'm probably going to get another cough drop, y'all. I don't know why my throat is being the way it is, but it is giving me problems. Bear with me. Okay. Old gold. There's a good term for it. Old gold. Yes. That is exactly probably what it is. You're right. Yeah, you can use a regular emery board. Like I say, I use those nail ones from Sally's that are more like a buffer. Emery boards tend to be a little harsh, but you can certainly use them. The gnomes are so cute, aren't they? I know. Okay. So here's the Alpine Winter paper. If you saw some images of this paper and got confused, I'm not sure if they fixed them all yet, but there are 6 different designs. So there's 12 different designs technically. It looked for a minute like there wasn't going to be, and then I was confused because I saw like things that had those designs, and I was like, wait, what? So they must have gone back and forth about what they were doing for a minute. Okay, so this is what we have. We have this beautiful alpine scene with some little cabins, and there's another cabin. It's snowing, the mountains, whatever. You could ski right down that slope, right? Okay, so you have that. You've got the pine cones. By the way, there's another pine cone one here, but it is different. It's a little bit bigger. So 2 different pine cone designs, but one's a little bit bigger. I think that might be why they were trying to consider whether or not they were going to do all 6 designs. Then we have this one, which is just trees in little clumps here and there. And then, of course, we have 2 different wood designs, one lighter than the other. Okay. So that is, and all of these have like a textile like pattern in the base. So they almost look like a fabric, which is really interesting. Okay. And then the flip side, we have a stripe. We have a plaid. We have this almost like sepia style design of that same scene that you saw before. It's almost like a sketch. It looks really cool. We have the just trees, but more, they're smaller, so there's more of them. And that's also in that sepia style. And then we have these 2 like buffalo check, almost like kind of slash, I don't know whether to call this a plaid or a buffalo check or what, but again, they have that that fabric look to them. So do these. Yep, so does this one and this one. They all have that fabric look to them. So really cool. Really, really cool. All right, so there's all those papers. Alpine Winter is ready and needs to go in your cart. Got it. All right, I'm going to be using this paper for sure with my snowflake stuff. There might be some others, but I'm going to be using this for sure. This is a specialty paper. So there are 6 pages in here. 2 of each. You have one that has the snowflake fall, one that has the knit sweater look, and one that has the snowflakes. And these are, they look like they're flocked, but they're not actually flocked. It's actually, because like, you know, flocking like comes off on your hands. It's not like that. It's actually more like white embossing powder. That's more what it feels like. So it looks like white flocking, but it's more like white embossing powder. So we have that on all of these, and they're on that beautiful Secret Sea background. Okay. So we have both of these in the suite. We also have these gorgeous snowflakes. I haven't even opened this yet, you guys. I'm so excited. These are called snowflakes. You would have thought they would have put like alpine snowflakes or something. Nope, just snowflakes. Okay. Really huge pack of snowflakes, by the way. How many are in here? 200. Oh my gosh. Okay. So you have clear and you have Secret Sea snowflakes in 2 sizes. And I don't know how well you can see these, but oh my gosh, they're really detailed. Very detailed snowflakes, like high quality, you guys. And there's some glitter in there too. So really beautiful. They're very, very detailed. Love these. We don't skimp on our embellishments, y'all. These are not dollar store embellishments. These are really beautiful. And not that there's anything wrong with dollar store embellishments, because man, I buy those too. But I like this for my cards and my layouts because they're really gorgeous. And so I love them. Okay. It's so funny. I buy it all. It is what it is. Okay. So then we have the ribbon that coordinates, and this is Gold and Secret Sea. And this is called just a satin ribbon. Okay. It doesn't really feel like a satin ribbon. I mean, it's really soft, but I don't know. It's hard for me to explain this. This has got like in the inside part has like that woven look to it. Then it has the gold beyond that, and then it has more of just the Secret Sea kind of border. I don't know how well you guys can see that, but it's a really pretty ribbon and very unique. Not something you just see every day kind of thing. So it's going to stand out. That's for sure. The gold on it is gorgeous. Hold on. I'm trying to, whoops, I pulled that too far. My bad. Hold on. Trying to tie bows on camera. You know, it is what it is. Okay. So there we go. That far. Try to make a pretty bow on camera. Okay. Nice bow, right? And it sticks nicely because it's got different textures kind of in there. So yeah, I love that. That's beautiful. Good ribbons this year, guys. Good ribbons. Okay. So that is the Alpine Winter Suite. Then we have another paper in here called Autumn Opulence. This is a standalone specialty designer series paper because it has some punch out pieces. So we have 2 different pages. They are different of punch outs that you can get with this. You've got some tabs, some little sentiment pieces, some little, these are going to be really great for scrapbooking, but I can see them being used on cards as well. And then of course you have all these little images that you can punch out. Very vintagey, very sketchy. They have that sketched art look to them. Here are the papers. We have 10 different sheets here. So 5 designs on each side. So 10 designs, 10 sheets. You got 2 of each. So 10 sheets. You includes a plaid. They're really going good with the plaids this year. I'm so happy to see that. Always popular. And then you have some other just more calm designs on the back. Very common with our papers. The the calmer designs tend to be on the back, but really beautiful. Great combo of colors. I love this really dark Blackberry Bliss in here with these other winter or other fall colors. It's really nice. So gorgeous, called Autumn Opulence, that you could use with whatever you like. Okay, so that's a standalone paper. And then we have another bundle. This bundle, along with this bundle, are the two bundles that I'm using for the paper share. You don't have to buy them, but that's what I'm using, not this one. Yeah, that's the right one. It just had the dies on top. So this is part of the welcome, the Noel, whatever the Noel set is called. What is it called? Neutral Noel suite. Remember, it has the little houses with it that I will be using for my November club. But I'm going to be using this die set or this stamp set and this stamp set with the paper share as well. So this is Poetic Petals. Love this. This has got so many great sentiments on it that you can use all throughout the year. And then Poetic Petals dies have a rectangle and then a reverse cut. So it cuts out the pieces that you see that are white there. That's what it cuts out. So I don't know why they made this smaller because it should be this size. But anyway, so you cut out this and then you cut the inside out, and what it cuts out is where the negative, right? So that it leaves the flowers behind. So really cool. And then these three rectangles are different. So you have one that's stitched, one that's plain, and one that's dotted on the edges. So you can have a stitched edge, a plain edge, or a dotted edge on any or all of these different squares. Also, you can make use of these alongside your tile garden square dies, which is super cool, for some fun cross pollination there with your dies. Yep, I said it, cross pollination. Okay. Is that it? I feel like that's it. I hope I'm not forgetting anything. I think I got it all. I think that's everything I had. Don't go anywhere because we're going to do drawings. But I hope you guys enjoyed seeing all those products. Oh, we're not going to do drawings. What am I saying? We've got to do our making a card. That's the really, really fun part. Okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to decide. Oh, do you guys want to do a card or a layout? That's what I want to hear. So I want to see who, when you're on live, you get to help make decisions, right? So we're going to make decisions here. I had numbers on there when I don't know what I was doing. Okay, so what I need from you guys, only on one platform. If you're on both platforms, please just vote on one platform. Whether you're on YouTube or Facebook, pick one and vote. Do your voting there. Okay, so I need to know, and no cheating. Don't make things hard on me. Do you want me to make a card or do you want me to make a layout? And hopefully you paid attention to the products that I was showing you so we can figure out what we're going to make it with. Okay, so far, and I'm going to say your name. So if you don't hear me say your name for voting, you can tell me. So Yvonne has said card. Kathy has said card. Lisa says layout. Flo says layout. Well, hello, Jeffrey. How are you? Would you like me to make a card with the mystery products or a layout? And you know, I'm always happy to, be drinking spiced tea along with you. I love those warm, spicy flavors. Okay. Jeffrey says a card. Okay, there's more of you on here than this. You guys have to vote. That's kind of part of the whole thing. Please vote. It helps me. It helps me out a lot. Thank you, Sandy. She also says a card. I need you guys to vote. Super important. This is an interactive video. Yes, I showed all the products, and you're certainly welcome to jump off after that if you want to, but making this card is super fun. We're going to make it together. Okay, this is not everybody. Where are you guys? Come on, please vote. You, that's funny, Flo. She said, I need to come out of retirement and go back to work. So you can afford all the stuff that you like. I know, I feel that all the time. Okay, no one else wants to vote. We're gonna have a quiet group today. Apparently. Darlene usually votes. Maybe she walked away. Okay. Well, it looks like we're doing a card then. So we will start with that. We are going to decide now what we're going to do a card with. So we have Poetic Petals. That's one of the things that we can do stuff with. I'm going to try, if it's okay with you guys, to not use things that I'm going to be doing a class or a club with, just because you're going to see those soon. So I'm going to try not to do that. But we also have Scalloped Christmas. We have technically Painted Pumpkins, Tile Garden, and I think that's it. Everything else I'm going to be doing something with. So if you would pick from these, I'm trying to make it where you can see the dies too, because I know sometimes the die is like a big part of that. Okay, let's try it like that. Can you guys see all that? Okay. What would you like me to make a card with? Would you like me to do Poetic Petals with these really cool square dies that have these flower things? Would you like me to do Scalloped Christmas Cheer that has sentiments, focuses mostly on the holly, and also has these cool scallop dies? Would you like me to do the Painted Pumpkins? Or would you like me to do the garden tiles with these square dies? So everybody vote on that. Okay, so we've got Poetic, Scalloped, Pumpkins, and Tile. Okay. The votes so far are Mimi, and I can't remember who that is. I think that's a Claudette. I don't know if it's Claudette that's on my team or if it's a different Claudette. I don't know if you ever responded to that. Poetic Petals for Claudette. Yvonne says Painted Pumpkins. Flo says Painted Pumpkins. Lisa says Scallop Christmas. And Mimi. Okay, I'm sorry. Claudette said layout, but it's card still won. But thank you for voting. I appreciate that. I missed it. And then we also have Kathy Sanford says Painted Pumpkins. Kathy Zaramba says Scalloped Christmas. Oh, yuck. That is no fun, Jeffrey. Jeffrey says pumpkins. Darlene says pumpkins. Anybody else? We've got lots of people on, but we're not all voting. I feel like I need to start giving away more freebies on this video to get more people on here voting. All of your comments go towards entries in the drawing and help you win. So just by voting, you're getting entries in the drawing. Okay. Is that it, guys? Anybody else? Anyone else want to vote on this? It looks like we're going with pumpkins. Now, you guys have seen the gate. I know you have. So I'm going to try to do something different with that. Okay. All right. So we are going to do, oops, hold on. We're going to do pumpkins today. Let me put this away. I'm going to grab the other things that go with that, though, because we might end up using them. I grab my pumpkin paper. I wish I could have done a class on this. I just didn't have enough time to do it all. So it is what it is. Lots of good things in this this catalog, you guys. Lots and lots of good things. Okay. I'm really loving the ivy here. I may do something fun with that just to kind of show you guys. But man, we could have totally done a layout with this. But you guys said card, so I'm going with the vote. Okay. I think I want to show you guys the masks because by golly, we don't do a lot of that because we only have so many masks. So I think it'd be really fun to do that. So let's play with these. Okay, so in the paper, we have this ribbon is Calypso Coral. So we have Calypso Coral. We also have excuse me, Flirty Flamingo and Timid Tiger. So I'm thinking like that is definitely Calypso Coral. Where's Timid Tiger? You guys, it says there's Timid Tiger in this paper. Is there really? There it is. There's Timid Tiger. So you've got Calypso Coral. You've actually got that's not even Flirty Flamingo. That looks like Petal Pink, which they didn't even put on the listing. You've got Bubble Bath. Is that Bubble Bath? Yeah, it looks like Bubble Bath. Is that on the listing? It might have been. Hold on. Yeah. And then you've got Timid Tiger, and you've got this is probably Crushed Curry. Yep, this is Crushed Curry. Golden Glow. Yeah, lots of really pretty colors. That's Flirty Flamingo right there. All right, so, but most of these pumpkins, do they not have Petal Pink? Yeah, most of these pumpkins are Petal Pink and, oh, there was some more Flirty Flamingo. Okay, so I'm thinking Petal Pink and, I like Petal Pink and Calypso Coral. I think we'll try that for our pumpkin. Let's see how we like that. Is that okay for you guys? Do you mind me trying that color combo for our pumpkin? I'm gonna grab a piece of white that is, we're gonna play, we'll see how it comes out. We may not like this. We're just gonna play with that for a minute. No pink. Oh, well, Petal Pink, which is like a peach. Is that okay? Like this, not this, this. Is that all right? Is that okay with you guys? Or would you rather me do like teal pumpkins? You guys pick. We're going to do the orange style pumpkins or the teal style pumpkins. I'll let you choose between those. How about that? I'm just going to say orange or teal. Okay. So the orange is Calypso Coral and Petal Pink. The teal is going to be Pool Party and Lost Lagoon. Okay. So everybody vote pink, or not pink, but orange or teal. Orange or teal. She put it on both platforms. No pink. I agree. I personally don't think that pumpkins should be pink, but somebody out there likes pink pumpkins. Peachy pink is okay. All right. It's a peach. It's just called Petal Pink, but it is peach. It's a peach color. Okay. So Kathy does say orange. Okay. So I have Kathy down for orange. I need all of you guys to vote. Remember, it's important. We got to vote. If you don't vote, it kind of ruins everything. Okay. Okay, so I looked away and it went by really fast. Okay, so Kathy Safer says orange. That was my first one. Then we have Kathy Zaramba. She says teal. Oh, bye, Sandy. Just have the old man join us making cards. I know. He needs to come help, right? I know you guys I did a video a long time ago with him helping and it's been a minute. Oh, you're not leaving? Okay, good. So Darlene says teal, Sandy says teal, Jeff says teal. I should say Jeffrey. I don't know if you like being called Jeff. I know I don't like pink either, Kathy, so I feel you. I mean, I don't hate it, but it's just not my go-to color. I think the teal's gonna have it. Let me double check over here. All right, so Yvonne says orange. Claudette says orange. Yvonne says, I like the pink pumpkin. See, now you've offended her. No. And Lisa says orange. The traditional colors. I do tend to lean towards traditional colors, but there's times where it's kind of fun to do something different. So I feel both. I feel both. So I don't think teal has it. It's a tie. Has anybody not? Oh, you prefer Jeff. Okay, I'll call you Jeff then. So right now, unless I didn't say your name, somehow I missed you, let me know. I have 4 for orange and 4 for teal. Who hasn't voted? Because there's other people on here that haven't voted. So if you haven't voted, come break the tie. We need you desperately. Or I may have to do both. I mean, that's also a possibility, I suppose. That's what Darlene said. She goes, do both. I got Claudette's orange. I got hers. Yeah. Did I miss an orange? I don't think I did. I've got Kathy Sanford with orange. And now that I'm looking on 2 different things, sometimes it's hard. I've got Claudette. I've got Yvonne. And I've got Lisa. Did I miss someone else that said orange? Flo, I got your teal. Or on the other page, I thought. Wait, or did you not vote? Am I thinking of a different vote? So Flo is now voting for teal. Is that what I'm seeing? Hold on. So Flo is the only one that said teal over here. And then on Facebook, we have teal from... No, you can't vote twice. Only vote once. Jeffrey, Sandy, Darlene, and Kathy. Okay, so Flo. Okay, so Flo broke the tie. She's just trying to be ornery. That's what she... No, I'm just kidding. Okay, so we're gonna not... Oh, shoot, but then we can't use this. That's why I was going that direction. I'm going to do both. Y'all, I had you vote for no good reason. I'm going to do both. We're going to just do both. Here we go. Okay. So I'm going to grab... I just ran over my plastic covering. It fell. I'm going to grab those 4 colors real quick. Which are Lost Lagoon, Pool Party, Petal Pink, and Calypso Coral. We're going to grab a couple of pieces of white here, just so that I have... Sorry for the hiccup. Now, one of the things you can do too is you can stamp your pumpkin, and you can... I'm going to show you this a little bit, okay? So you can do multiple things here. So we've got, like, for instance, we have Calypso Coral. Let's move this out of the way, because that's now in the way. All right, so you can take your... I had a piece of paper under there. I didn't even realize it. Okay, so we've got some paper here. So we're going to take our stamps. And the cool thing about the stamps, the dies, and the thing is that they all line up, right? Where's the... Let's see, do I have that right? Yeah. Everything... Okay, so like these 3 line up with that. And then these 3 line up with that. You see that? Okay, so like these are too close together for this. But right now, what I'm saying is these 3 line up and these 3 line up in your mask. Okay, so you can take, for instance... Take that plastic off of there. By the way, if you guys don't know this, it is a really, really good idea to take a chamois. If you use use the chamois, or I use a microfiber cloth because that's what I prefer, and wipe down your stamps before you try to use them when they're brand new, when you take that plastic off. Okay, we want to get all the chemicals that they used to make them. You want to get all that off of there. And then I have a tendency to like to... This is all what we call... what's the word? I lost the word. Somebody help me. Seasoning. It just popped in my head again. Okay, this is what we call seasoning stamp. So I just kind of run my skin along it. And then if it bothers you to have any like lotion or anything on there, you can go back over that with your cleaner, right? By the way, our Stampin' Mist is not only a cleaner, it conditions your stamps too. So it's a really, really good one. Okay, so they're really clean and they're ready to go. So I'm going to take these two off of here. All right, we're going to stick them together. I'm going to grab a really big, yeah. So I'm going to grab my, what is this, an F block? I always forget, it's an E block. I don't use these very often. Okay, so we've got an E block for both of those. This one's broken, don't look at that. Okay, so I've got both of my my stamps on that. Now, this is actually quite large. I don't think it's going to span, well, it might. It does span the whole distance. Okay, so I'm going to just, let me move that out of the way for a second, actually. Okay, so what I typically do when I do this is I will put, I'm going to grab a grid sheet here. This one has got stuff on it, but well, I don't want to do that. Hold on. Hold, please. I'm going to grab a piece of our graph paper that is fresh, so it doesn't have writing on it. I was planning something out. I use graph paper to plan stuff out all the time. Okay. Okay, so I'm going to use a piece of graph paper. You don't have to use even a whole one, just a partial one would be good. And I'm going to pop this on here. Decide where you want it. I'm going to put it right here. So I'm just going to mark that so I don't forget where I've decided it's going to go. Okay, I'm going to put it in those two corners. And what I like to do is just put a tiny little bit of adhesive on the back of this, like little tiny bit. Okay, if you guys can see that, it is a smidgen. I want to be able to pop this off of here pretty easily. But I am going to go ahead and do that just so it doesn't move around. Then I'm going to pop this on here. And what I like to do for this is I use a piece of washi tape. So you guys don't have to do this, but this works really well. So I'll take a piece of washi tape, and I'm actually grabbing one off the side of my desk because you guys, I save my washi tape from things if I can. Okay. So I'm going to pop this on here just like that. Okay. Oh, I tore it. There's a chunk missing out of it. Okay. So I know this is a really long video because we're doing lots of stuff, but hopefully you guys can stick around. So what we're going to do is we're going to use our Calypso Coral. And actually, do I want to do that? No. I'm going to use my Petal Pink first. Okay. All right, so let me grab a thing here. Hopefully this doesn't have any, yeah, it's clean. It's stained, but it's clean. And that one probably has a little bit of pumpkin on it, but that'll be fine. Okay, it's lighter than the Calypso Coral. So this is clean, it's just stained. So I'm gonna throw some Petal Pink. Let me make sure I'm getting this. I like to make sure my brush is kind of saturated before I get started because it'll be prettier. If you have like dry patches and wet patches, sometimes it kind of looks funny. So I just try to kind of get it going first. All right, so once you do that, I'm gonna go over, I'm only gonna do this bottom half, right? This will be my blue ones. So I'm gonna go over these. I'm gonna try to get kind of a smooth look. At most, what I might do is try to get it a little bit darker at the base, because that kind of looks good sometimes, but it might be hard to do with this. So if you can't do it, it's fine. Okay, something like that. All right, so we do our first layer. I'm gonna move that out of the way. Okay, then I'm gonna grab my Pool Party. I'm gonna use a little one for this one. I know this is Pool Party because I use it for Pool Party all the time. Okay. So we're gonna just make sure that's going. That looks good. Okay, so we're gonna add our pool party up here. Sorry I made y'all vote for something that ended up being both. Hey, now I know what you guys like. Oh, I always hate it when you guys have to leave early. I'm sorry. You can watch the replay though. Okay. So there's our first layer. Notice I did it fairly light. I'm not looking for lots of color. I'm just trying to get it started. What I'm going to do though is, because I have this taped, I can lift it and look at it and go, is that enough color? Do I think it needs more? If it needs more, I can lay that back down and it's literally right where it was and I can do more. Okay. So then I'm going to take this off because I've decided that's enough. All right. I will clean this later. Don't worry. I promise. When the video's over, okay? I'm not gonna mess with it now. I'm gonna take the second layer, which has got the biggest holes in there, okay? Oops, I gotta flip that over. Okay, so this is the second layer, and it does have a 2 right there, so that's helpful. All right, and by the way, you can mark your notch if you want to. I didn't do it, but I probably should have. Just gonna try to line it up myself. But you can mark this little notch and that will help you with lining things up. You still have to do a little bit of the old-fashioned way of looking at it, but I do this so it doesn't move during the everything the way I'm holding it. You can even put washi tape at the bottom too if you like, but I also do it because it helps me to lift it in the middle if I need to. Okay, so then we're going to add another layer of the same color. This is the one you're going to want to look at because you want to make sure that you're getting some actual difference. I'm going to try to start at the bottom of all these pumpkins just to get the bottom a little bit darker color. Using a light hand, you can always add more. You can't take away. Okay, I'm going to look at that real quick. Maybe I can get it to lift. See that? Oh, that's so cool. Love it, love it, love it. Okay, now we're going to switch over back over to our petal pink. And we're going to do the same thing over here. Just add another layer. We're not looking for a drastic difference. We're looking for a mild to moderate difference. We don't want drastic. That's not really the point. You just want to see a little bit of difference between the 2 layers. That looks great. Okay. Okay. So that's it for petal pink. Now we're going to move to our darker colors. Now, here's the thing. You can do this 2 ways. And I might show you both. You can do a 3rd layer with your third mask. I really hope I did that right. Oh, I did. Okay. For a second there, I thought I did it upside down. No, I did it right. Okay. So you can do a 3rd layer of the same color with this mask, and then you can stamp with your stamp image on top in the darker color. Okay, so that's an option. Or you can do 2 layers of the light and then 1 layer of the dark and stamp or don't stamp. It's up to you. So I've got really bad hiccups, you guys. So I'm going to ask you guys, which would you rather see? Would you rather see did I do that right? I hope I did that right. I'm pretty sure this is the darker layer. We're going to find out. If I did it wrong, we'll just redo it. I'm pretty sure this is meant to be the darker layer. Okay, I'm trying to get this straight, you guys. Sorry. So what I want to know is, do you want me to use the dark color on this layer and then stamp with the dark? Do you want me to use the dark layer on this and don't stamp at all? Or do you want me to use the light layer here and then stamp with the dark color? So there's 3 options. Light for the third layer with the dark stamping. Light third layer, dark stamp. Dark third layer, dark stamping. Or dark third layer, no stamping. Oh, you guys can't see that. Okay, well, you get it. Hopefully you can see it well enough. Okay, so that's the question. What would you like to see? Okay. Light, then stamp dark from Lisa. Okay, so Lisa says light, then stamp dark. Anybody else? You choose. Thank you, Yvonne. That doesn't help me. No, because I will break ties, and I do make executive decisions. But some of these things I like to see what you guys want to do, because it gives me, that's how it makes it like us all making it together. Okay, so everybody vote, pretty please. That I don't think is what that's meant to say. Jeffrey, you want to try again? It did some sort of weird link, and I don't think that's what you meant. Everybody vote, please. Okay, dark. You want dark with dark stamping or dark with nothing? Does that mean dark with nothing? I'm going to assume that's what that means. If it doesn't, tell me. Okay, Kathy says light with dark stamp. Yvonne says light with dark stamp. What are we voting for? So do you want me to do the third layer of the pumpkin blending with the light color and then stamp with the dark color? Or do you want me to do the third layer with the dark color and stamp with the dark color? Or do you want me to just do the third layer with the dark and no stamping at all? And the stamped image is like that, right? So, think. Anybody else want to vote? We've got so many people on. You guys are voting. I wish you'd vote. I'm not going to make you, but I sure wish you would. Light with dark stamp. Okay, I think that's one. All right, so we're going to do that one. So I will go ahead and pull these back in. Sorry, we'll do that. There's lots of ways to do it, but we'll go ahead and do that. So we're going to do the third layer with, and hopefully I did this right. I really hope I did, you guys. If not, we'll know, and I'll redo it. All right. So this is our third layer. We're going to come in here again. So I'm still using, in this case, this is Petal Pink. And I am trying to make it a little darker on the bottom than at the top, just for shadow purposes. You don't have to do that, but okay, let's see how that looks. I think I did it wrong. Wait, that doesn't make any sense. It has to be right. Is that right? Do you guys think that's right? It only makes sense for that to be the darker layer. It seems like it should be, oh, you know what it is? You've got a little bit of a highlight layer right next to it. I think that's what it is. Okay. Yeah. Hopefully we're doing this right. Okay. All right, then we're going to take our blue, which is Pool Party, and we're going to do the same thing. Now, you could also skip a layer if you don't like a certain part of it. If you want to, like, for instance, not do the third layer and just go straight to doing the outline, you can do that. Depends on what you like. So feel free to change it up. Let's see how that looks. Oh my gosh, it's so cool. See, I feel like that should be the darker layer and this should be, but it could just be me being crazy. No, that could be a shadow, I guess. But I feel like that should be the darkest layer, the part that's inside. But that wouldn't work. You could go backwards. Maybe that's what I was supposed to do. No, that wouldn't make any sense either. I wonder what would happen if you went backwards. Do you think it would look better? No, probably not. Huh. I don't know. I'm going to play with that. We're going to go with this for now. Okay. So that looks pretty good. I kind of feel like they might be out of order, but that might just be me. All right. So I did do them in the right order. I'm not saying I did them in the wrong order. I'm saying I'm not sure that that makes sense. Okay. We're also going to do, let's see. Do we want to do brown or do we want to do, let's see, there's no greens in this. So let's do, I think I'm going to do a darker tone. Okay, so these have, sorry for the hiccup, Secret Sea and crushed curry. So I think that's what I'll do. Or not crushed curry, Cajun cake, craze. Sorry, wrong name. Where's my Secret Sea? Where did I set you? Sorry, I was using it for something and now I don't know where I set it. Uh-oh. Where did I set it? You guys, I gotta stop doing multiple things at the same time. It's bad. It makes me lose things. Oh, I know where it is. Nope, it's up here. Oops, sorry. Making loud noises. Okay. Try again. You want me to try again? Something different? I might. We'll see how long it goes. I don't want to, this is going to be a long video. So let's start here. I'm actually going to grab my daubers for this. This is really small. So I don't feel the need to like go full out with a blending brush because these are really, really tiny little things. So I'm going to grab my Secret, is this Secret Sea? Secret Sea dauber, and I don't have that one labeled yet. And we need, what was the other one? Not Cajun Craze. That's what we're doing. Okay. Okay, so we're gonna pop this on here. Line your thing up. Wow. That was quick. Okay. So I'm just gonna pop that on there. And we're gonna do, I haven't used Secret Sea yet with a dauber. All right. Oh, I'm just now realizing that is going off the page. That one's going to end up behind something. Because I'll figure it out. I'll color that one in. It's fine. All right, so we're just going to do that. So I'm just kind of doing like a tapping style with this. Kind of tap and twist. Make sure you get the whole area. Or you can do this, but I feel like I end up with more on the, and I push down like into that space when I do this kind of thing. All right. That looks good. This is the kind of thing that gets me inky. All right. So there's our stems. Whoops, I can't get this off my finger. Okay. You know what? Tape likes to stick. It's a funny thing about tape. Okay. Let me close these before we make a mess. Nope, I need, nope. That's right. Okay, now I need the Calypso Coral and the Lost Lagoon because we're going to do our stamping. So I'm actually going to take this off of here. Okay. We'll play with that later. I'm going to have to, you guys see, I went too far. I'm sorry. I'm going to have to put something under this to stamp that one. My bad. It happens. I wasn't even thinking about that going off the edge. I was just trying to get that all on one piece of paper. So you're probably going to want a piece of paper if you're going to do that's like maybe 6 inches, but instead of 5.5, just because of that. So, but that's fine. I'll make it work. I'm going to just color it in with some blends. It's fun. Okay, you don't even if you're going to stamp though, it looks like you don't even have to worry about doing that last piece because it does a solid top. I didn't notice that, but that's fine. Okay, so we're going to line up these. I like kind of seeing these tops though because it helps me line it up. So this one's going to have a Lost Lagoon top instead of a, well, no, it won't. I'll still have to make one for it. Oh my gosh, that is so cool looking, you guys. I love that. That is really pretty. I still think it's backwards. So I think I want, in the future, I would stamp first, and then I would go backwards from 3 to 1. Because I feel like this should be the darkest spot, this should be middle, and then this should be the lightest. Anybody else with me on that? I'm just telling you right now, that is my take on it. If I'm gonna do art, the part that's inside the most should be the darkest part. So I will try to do that later and compare them, and you guys can tell me what you like. But I think it should be 3. Should be number 1. So it's backwards. Okay, so we're gonna do this one. I kind of like having these on here because it really helps you line these up. For sure. Oh, wow. I love this set. Enough said. I love this set. It's, you know what? It's really, really cute. It's so super cute. Oh my goodness. And I really kind of want to do this in the background, but we've got all this paper, so I'm not going to do that right now. I'll color it at some point and make something with it though. Okay, how about that? All right, because we can't do everything. Like, we would love to do everything right now, but we can't. Okay, so now we're going to cut these out with the dies. So now you grab, so everything you guys have seen me done so far with the dies, where you've seen me use the pumpkins and other things. I've used the gate, I've used these pumpkins, but I haven't used any of the stamping and stuff. So that's why I thought, you know, this would be really cool to do with the stamping ones because, by golly, we need to see it all. I don't know about you guys, but I like to see everything. So cut this. Oops, that slid. Hold on. Get that back in position. Okay. I am trimming my piece into little pieces because I'm out of little pieces at the moment. Okay. I feel really bad that I messed that one up, but we're going to make it work. They're really cute. You like it? Well, we don't know. Have you tried it the other way? Are you saying you like it both ways? But we don't know if we like it both ways yet because I need to try it the other way first. Like I need to actually color it the opposite direction and see. So I will try coloring it the other way and we can compare them at some other point. I'll post pictures. You can compare them. All right, so let's cut this out. Ooh, what paper do we want to use? I don't even know. I've got dots everywhere. Things that don't make it in my garbage. And paper. Don't look. It makes I have paper fuzz and paper dots all over this because it's right next to my trash can. Right next to my paper tray thing, whatever. And my trash can. Okay. Hold on. I did get these. Okay. So we cut all those out. So cute. Love the embossing folder too. I love this embossing folder. Kind of want to use that. Kind of want to use paper from the pack. Obviously, we're going to use the embellishments. Okay, what color? Because I think we've got 6 pumpkins here. What color leaves do we want to do for our pumpkin leaves? Do we want to bring in a color, or do we want to like stick with something kind of neutral, like maybe Cajun Craze? Or so we've got, like, I could do some little baby gourds in one of the colors, which would be really cute. And then I can do like some of these leaves. What color? Anybody have a suggestion? Because our paper doesn't have. I'm looking. Look at that. I love this. By the way, you can cut out these pumpkins, which we didn't. We did this, but you can cut out these pumpkins, guys, with these dies. Look. I can cut out every pumpkin on this sheet with these dies, which is so stinking cute. So yeah. I feel like I just want like a pack of that sheet just so I can make a whole bunch of pumpkins. Oh, it's cute. Okay. Yeah, I don't see any leaves on any of our, like the actual pumpkin leaves on any of these. So we could do whatever we want. However, if we're going to use one of these papers in the background, we need to be aware before we decide on a color for that. So let's see. Yeah, I know. They're so cute, right? Oh, I'm glad you like it. Okay. So I'm thinking, because we're going to have pumpkins, we don't need pumpkins, right, on our paper. So I think we need a paper, like a design instead. That is too on the nose. Maybe it isn't. Maybe that is what we go with. I don't know. I feel like that doesn't have very colors though, because this is petal pink and this is the more pinks. So I feel like we have to either go this direction or go straight up all the way this direction. Maybe that would be the way to go. Or we don't do paper at all. We do a background with this, which would make it easier to bring in some green leaves if you guys want to do that. We could just skip the paper for this particular one. What do you guys think? I want to see some opinions out there. Throw me some opinions. These are 2, and we're not going to do that one for sure. And we're not going to do this one. So it'll be either color-wise, like I feel like that's pushing it too, but it could probably work. So those are really the only patterns that fit with these. And even that is a stretch. I'm just not feeling that. Because this has got more peachy tones to it than that does. But we could make it work. You see what I'm saying? Whereas the other one is too pinky. And I feel like this has got too much pink in it too. Let's see. Skip the paper, use the embossing folder. Embossing folder. 2 of you saying embossing folder. Anybody else? Skip the paper, use an embossing folder. 2 of you. Only 2 people are going to vote. No DSP, just the embossing folder. Okay. All right. So I'm going to do Old Olive for these then. What do you think? Not this, but for the, or do you like a different color? Let me grab my greens. Hold on. Let's see if there's a color we like better. So these are our pumpkins. So we've got Granny Apple Green, Old Olive. We could do Mossy Meadow. We could go green, go garden green. I don't even actually know what color would be right technically, so that doesn't even matter. I think Peaceful Pine has too much blue in it. It's too close. I'm going to say no on that one. That's probably our best bets. Which one of those do you guys like? For these pumpkins. Which one of them needs a stem? I gotta figure that out. It's gonna go in the background somewhere. That's what's gonna have to happen. You're just gonna be a background pumpkin. Or I may not even end up using that one. I may just use 5 pumpkins. Although that would have been a good one to have because he's fat. Mossy Meadow. You're thinking Mossy Meadow, Old Olive, and Garden Green. So I have 1 for each. Oh, Kathy also says Mossy Meadow. So we have 2 for Mossy Meadow, 1 each for Old Olive and Garden Green, and none for Granny Apple Green. Anybody else? This is a very low voting group. You guys are just watching. You're not voting. Okay, we're going to go with Mossy Meadow because that seems to be where we're going with this. So that's what we're going to do. Okay, so I've got my Mossy Meadow. And I'm going to put this strap on here with some of these vines. I don't know which ones of these I want to use. Ah, it fell. Okay. It fell on the ground, but we fixed it. I got it. All right, so we're going to add this. I don't know what color I want to do those little gourds in, or if I even want to use them. Should I use these little baby gourds? Do you guys want me to make any dye, anything with that? Let me know. And be thinking, what color background would you do with this pattern? All right, so I'm going to cut a bunch of these. Well, Mossy Meadow definitely won the day. Okay. I've used these dyes a lot, so they're starting to stick. By the way, if you, actually, they didn't do too bad. I only had 2. Okay. If yours are sticking to your dyes, run them through with some wax paper, then remove that wax paper, and then run them through with your paper, and it should make it pop out of your dye better. Now, the more detailed a dye, the more likely they are to stay in there, but that can help. So, but it's fine. You just poke out the pieces that stick around, and let me get rid of these. Don't ever leave little scraps on your board and then go through another die cutting because you're going to get lumps in your paper. Okay, I'm going to do another one of this one and another one of this one. I just want to make sure I have plenty of leaves. I may not need all these, but I'm just going to go for it. Okay. We got plenty of leaves. All right, now I want to start hearing options. Oops, I lost one. Fell on the floor. Okay. I want to start hearing options for our rustic check. What background color would you like me to do? Do you want to do like vanilla? Or do you want me to do something else entirely? Like, we don't want to add too many colors to this, but we could stick with the general palette. Maybe add golden glow. That would be pretty, I think, maybe not. What would you like rustic check to be embossed in? Okay, so I have all these. It doesn't look like anybody wants me to use the gourds because nobody's saying anything about that I can see. So I guess we'll skip that. You guys have to comment if you want me to use stuff. Okay, so what color background do we want these to be on for this card? This is your time to shine. So tell me what you want. So tell me what you want, what you really, really want. I'll tell you what I want, what I really, really want. No? I'm sorry, I'm in one of those moods. Okay, I'm being goofy. I don't remember where I had these. I had them all on here. I know I did. Just don't know where. Oh, goodness. Those are actually up here. Okay. So we've got several leaves that are standalone here that we'll be able to use. And I've got a couple that are attached to stuff. And then I've got some plain little corkscrews. I did 2 of these and 2 of these. So we've got lots of little leaves to play with. Beige, very vanilla. Okay, these are good options. I said the very vanilla, so that's definitely a good one. Let's see. You guys want some options? Okay, let's play with that. Background colors for our rustic check. All right, we can do. We've got basic beige suggested. I suggested very vanilla, and someone seconded that. So those are 2 neutrally, light toned colors, but not white, right? However, we can do white as a base, which will make that pop even more. Or we can do like something like that in the background and then do white behind our actual stuff. We've also got crumb cake. Those are all, kind of low tone, not lots of color attached to them type things. However, if you wanted to, golden glow is also in this this suite of products. So if you like that, that would be an option. And we can use a combination. Like I could put this as my card base, so it'd be on the outside, and then put something like this on the inside, whatever. Or I can use one of these colors as my card base, which is probably what I'd prefer to do. I like to use colors in multiple places. Beige. What are some other, and live entertainment too. That's right. Dinner and a movie. What? No. I'm looking at the colors here, trying to decide if there's anything else I would use, like what stands out to me, and I'm thinking, man, I think we should stick with a more neutral type tone. So I like one of those. Okay. So right now, these are the 3. So this is, here, let me do it like this. So this is vanilla. It's not white. If you guys need to see white, this is white. That's white. Okay. So we have vanilla. We have beige, basic beige. We have crumb cake, and we have golden glow. And there's our pumpkins and our mossy meadow leaves, for instance, that we're going to probably add to our pumpkins. Like, you can do one of these numbers. Put them on there like that kind of thing. Okay. So basic beige. Okay. So I'm going to back up here just a little bit. So Yvonne says golden glow. Oops, I misspelled your name. Sorry. I know what I meant. And I don't know why I'm putting your name, because that's not necessary. Golden glow. Okay. Darlene says vanilla card base and crumb cake. So you want crumb cake. We're just doing what's right behind this for right now. If you want, like, we can talk about the card base next. So first we need to vote on what goes right behind here that we are doing the rustic check with. Okay, so that's what we're doing right now. Okay, so Darlene, vanilla. Sandy says basic beige. The problem here is we have a lot of choices and very few of you actually voting. Those of you who aren't voting need to vote. Flo says beige. Lisa says vanilla. Anybody else that I miss? I got your vanilla, Darlene. Kathy says basic beige. Okay. So Sandy said basic beige. Darlene says vanilla. Kathy says basic beige. Jeff says vanilla. 1, 2. Just making sure I got this right. 3 vanillas, yeah. And 3 beiges. Oh, okay. You want to change to beige, Javon? Okay. I got you changed. Okay, so it looks like basic beige is what we're going to go with. So that's going to go directly behind our stuff in this, and then we'll figure out what card base we want here in just a second. Let's do this first. Okay, because that sometimes that once you see it, you're like, oh, okay, now I want that. Okay, so let's go ahead and do basic beige, which I think I have a piece here that will work. So we're just going to cut this down to, we'll do 5 1/4 by 4. Got too much on my desk. I've got this like hanging half off my desk. Okay. All right, we're going to pop this in the rustic check. I'm going to just move all these pieces onto here so it makes it easier to move them around. Move that out of the way for a second. Okay, so we're going to use the rustic check. It's really cool. I love this folder. Actually, ooh, I just got an idea. You know what? Instead of using, well, we'll do both. How about that? We'll look at it and see what you guys think. Hold on. Let me put it back in here. Hold on. I just like all of a sudden freaked out and went, ooh, I've got a great idea. Okay. Hold on. Let's do this. All right. So we're going to pop this in here. We're going to grab our number 4 plate, run that through. All right. Then I'm going to grab, hold on, let me move this so you guys can see this while we've got it out here. Okay, so that's what that looks like. But I'm going to grab basic beige. This is our 12 by 12, so it has a white core. And I'm just curious what this would look like if we do the folder with this and then sand it. Just be able to see that too. And that might look really cool because it'll pull in some white. And I went for the dark side, not the light side, because I think it's a little bit, it's not a humongous difference, but it's just enough that I think it'll make a bigger difference in, let me put that over there, our sanding. So I'm just getting it lined up with the line here. Use those lines at the bottom. That really helps you get things lined up. All right, so we'll pop that on there, put that 4 plate back on there. I know. I totally agree, Darlene. It is so much fun to do mystery stamping because it's really interesting to see how, when we put our minds together, what we come up with. Like, I think it's really fun. Also, I find that a lot of you in particular like watching how my brain works when I'm putting cards together. Like there's a little bit of how does she come up with things? Like, you know, so if you are one of those people that likes to kind of figure it out, I think I'm gonna like this. Okay, so I'm gonna grab, I don't want to mess up my surface. So I'm gonna grab a piece of paper. Actually, I'm gonna grab that piece of, let's grab the grid paper. That'll be bigger. And I can take away all the fuzz when I'm done, right? So we're gonna, oh yes. I haven't even fully gotten to use this yet. So I'm just using the bigger side. You could use the shorter side, but because this is a big surface, and I'm going, you know, you can go in circles, you can go straight back and forth. It depends on what you're doing. But at the moment, I'm just going back and forth. But I may change that. I don't feel like it's getting all the edges, so I think I'm going to go this way now. But I am keeping it kind of in a up and down style. All right. That is, oh gosh. Okay, hold on. Could y'all see that in the camera? I don't know if you could. Paper dust just went everywhere when I did that. Oh my goodness. If it was a darker color, you probably would have seen it. It would have been very clear. That was wow. You know how when you like open the blinds and like you could see all the dust go? Yeah, that's kind of what it was like. Okay, there's a lot of dust on that. We're gonna just put that over here to the side and dump that later. Okay. Okay, so that's what we've got. I'm really loving that. So I think that's what we're gonna use. Unless one of you is like, no, I want to use that one. What do you guys think? I think that's super cool. Embossing, blend a little secret C on top. Oh boy. Do I want to do that? I'm scared. I'm scared. I'm gonna mess it up. Hold on. Let me. You mean like an edge? Like that? So we don't have very much Secret C, especially since when I stamped it, it kind of changed the color of this to a really dark, it almost looks like peacock instead of Secret C. But if you want, I know so many neat ideas, right? It's a cool idea. So I'm thinking, I'm not discounting it, Yvonne, for sure. However, here's my thought. Let me adjust your suggestion to crumb cake, because I'm thinking that, let me grab a crumb cake. Where are you, crumb cake? There you are. I'm thinking, and you could use basic beige too, actually. But I'm thinking that because there's not very much of this blue, which is very intense, and it's gonna mean it's gonna be obvious. It's more teal right now at this point. That will be kind of out of place because there's not really any blue anywhere else on the card. So I don't like to just introduce the color, because it's one thing if it's a background color. This is brand new, but it's neutral and it's in the background. Okay, so this is just one of those things that you have to decide as an artist. Like, there are certain techniques that can kind of help you in coming up with things. And this is one thing that I try to avoid. I try not to add a whole lot of extra colors. I keep with the colors that are already in the bundle, the suite of products or whatever. Or if I'm going to go outside of a suite of products, then I try to stick with a certain pool of colors. And if I pick a color like Secret C that I want to use on the outside, that's fine. But then I need to be using it on the inside too. Does that make sense? Because if it's just on the outside, it feels a little out of place usually. So Secret C, you might be thinking of a different color. Secret C is this really dark navy. Is this the color you were talking about? It's basically not even in my card anymore because when I stamped, even though I did that on there, when I stamped the Lost Lagoon on top of it, it made it a different color. So you really don't see it. It looks more like just a darker version of Lost Lagoon. I'm sorry, but that's how it turned out. So that's the problem. Is it will stand out significantly. Um if we had done like, a different color, I think it would work better. Unfortunately, in this, I mean, it's a great idea. I'm not discounting your idea. But I think it's going to be a little too drastic. Now, while this is another color, it is basically just a darker it's sort of a darker version of basic beige. So we're not really adding another color so much as another tone or another level of the same color. So maybe if you want me to do like a darkened edge, which I'm more than happy to do, I think that's a great idea. I think it would be better with like crumb cake. What are your thoughts on that, guys? Give me your opinions because I do want to hear them. I'm not discounting it. I just want to make the best card, and some of that is me giving a little bit of advice here on my own art experience. So you guys can see the difference. This Lost Lagoon little stump here, but there's with the secrecy under the Lost Lagoon, but it's not as dark. Look, can you see the difference? I don't know if you can on camera. I can in person. It's not navy anymore. It looks more like um pretty peacock. It's funny. It really does come out more like a pretty peacock color. It looks teal. It doesn't look like the navy color anymore. So that is what that is. But by the way, you could totally do that. You could use pretty peacock there instead underneath, and that would probably actually be prettier when it's all said and done. But it does look good either way. So I'm probably not going to use this pumpkin unless I cover it with a leaf. I might. We'll see. I shouldn't discount it yet. We might use it. I don't know. Okay, what are your thoughts? Crumb cake? Yes? Yes? Or basic beige? Yeah, I could use basic beige if you prefer that one. Just stick to the sanded one. Okay. Oh, but you're saying crumb cake. Okay, let's do this one. And because I love this. This is really pretty. I think you guys like it. And let's go ahead and just see how this looks. We'll add worst case scenarios. We can cut it down a little bit. We'll add some crumb cake. I'm going to get sponge edges stuff all over here. Hold on. I'm going to put that piece of grid paper back down. Hold on. So when you do this edging, just so you guys know, it does break down your sponge a little bit. It takes a long time, but the more and more you do it, you're going to wear your sponge down. And so I end up with pieces of sponge coming off, and they end up, on my surface. So I don't like that because then it'll get on the back of things. So I highly recommend putting something down to catch, anything you're gonna flick off the edge of this. This is really cool looking. I love to do the flicking to add distressing to things. I used to do it to everything when I was younger because I just thought it was the coolest technique. And it really is. It's great. I have many customers who it's one of their favorite techniques, but that's pretty cool. Okay, so that adds a really fun, lots of texture and technique to the card with very little money because honestly, a dauber and your ink and an embossing folder, right? And a some kind of sander, whether you use ours or not. Okay, so here's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking I'm going to use 5 pumpkins just because, well, it's an odd number and I messed that one up, so it makes it works, right? Hold on. If I can get this one off of here. Some of them have glue on the back of them. Okay, so we have, and I haven't decided on a card base yet, so we'll decide that in a minute. But I'm thinking right now crumb cake might look really nice. And my cat is meowing at me, so I apologize. She's getting sassy. She probably wants to eat. You getting sassy? Huh? You getting sassy? All right. Well, I don't know. Something like that, maybe. Maybe move this one over. Move that guy over. I feel like I need a third color. That's a lot of extra work, though. We won't do that. Okay, so something like that. Just add those pumpkins down there. We'll add the leaves and stuff later. And then we'll just have a sentiment up here at the top. I think it'd be really cute. Or we could do a diagonal sentiment if you guys want to do that. So what outside color do we want here? Do we want crumb cake, which is a definite maybe, because we did that crumb cake border. I think that would look really nice. Let me grab one here and just show you. Obviously, I've got to fold it, but ooh, yeah, that looks really nice. So that's an option. We could, of course, go white, which is going to keep it really light and airy. We could even do like Mossy Meadow. I don't know if I have a Mossy Meadow back here. Yep, I do. We could do Mossy Meadow since we're going to have our Mossy Meadow, you know, stuff in the middle. Or we could even do one of the other colors that we used on the pumpkins. So what are your thoughts on, I know, any kind of distressing? I love just little techniques like that that can add so much to a card. What are your thoughts on our card base? Inquiring minds want to know. All right, so fallish. What are we saying fallish about? Wait, hold on. I think I missed something. Very fall-ish. Oh, yes, very fallish. Yes. Crumb cake edge looks good. It can have a stub. Wait, what? What can have a stub? Oh, the pumpkin. That's true. It could. I was gonna maybe cover it with a leaf, but I think I only want to do 5 because it's a lot of pumpkins. Do it horizontal. You want me to do a landscape? I could do that. I could most definitely do that. I would add another spot for a pumpkin. Y'all just want me to get that third pumpkin in there. Let's see if we like that better. Because I can cover that boo-boo with a leaf for sure. Something like that. Maybe. And then we'll put our sentiment over here. Okay, so you guys you like 5 pumpkins, or do you like the horizontal with the 6 pumpkins? I can count. What do you guys think? Mossy Meadow pops it out. Yes, it does. Crumb cake or Mossy Meadow. Yeah, so just pretend like we have Mossy Meadow everywhere. So we can do that. This makes it really light and airy because it pulls on the white from the background. Or we have straight up crumb cake, which is going to pull from the distressing. We could do that. We could even do vanilla if you guys wanted to, but that's another color, so I'm not sure if I want to go that far, but white we already have in here, and I'll probably do a white sentiment. Or we can do the Mossy Meadow. Okay, so I want official thoughts on our card base. Are we going to do, I'm just going to go with these 3 colors. If you guys really want a different one, let me know. So start voting now for our official card base color. We're going to do white, crumb cake, or Mossy Meadow. Pick one. What's your favorite? Okay, and only vote on one platform. If you're on both platforms, that's fine. Just don't vote on both platforms, okay? It confuses me. Lisa, was that Mossy your vote? I'm assuming it is. Tell me if it isn't. Darlene also says Mossy. Okay, and then on this side, it looks like Flo says Mossy, Yvonne says Mossy. Kathy Sanford says mossy. Oh, it's mossy. Okay, so we're going with mossy. I like it when you guys make it easy for me. Okay, so we're going to do Mossy Meadow. No problem. For our card base. Nice, very fall. I'm also going to pull in, FYI, a little bit of this ribbon, I think. What do you guys think? I might put it up here and then put our sentiment across that, like right here. You guys tell me, is it too much? Is it too strong? What do you think? Inquiring minds want to know. If you do think it's too strong, would it be better if it was on crumb cake, or should I leave it off entirely? Okay, so ribbon, no ribbon, on a different color card base, what? Let me know. Okay. Ribbon, no ribbon. I need ribbon, no ribbon votes. And I need, what was the other one? Oh, landscape, or with all 6 pumpkins, or do you want it, what am I saying? Portrait. Portrait? I can talk, I swear. Or landscape. Okay, I have, maybe a slim layer of white. Yes, that might look good, actually. Okay. No ribbon from Kathy. I have a no ribbon from Kathy. Listen for your votes. I have a no ribbon from Renee. Hello, Renee. I have a ribbon from Darlene. I have a ribbon from Yvonne, and she says landscape. And Sandy says no ribbon and landscape. Renee says landscape. Darlene says landscape. Any other votes? Okay, let's see. Ribbon landscape from Flo. Whoops, that was 5, but that's fine. We have a tie on the ribbon part. Someone that voted for ribbon or no ribbon probably hasn't voted landscape or portrait yet. But I'm going to try to let's see. I have Kathy with no ribbon, Renee with no ribbon, Sandy with no ribbon. And I don't think I have any over here on. Yeah, okay. And then I have Yvonne, Flo, and Darlene saying ribbon. So that's tied. So I guess I'm going to decide, since no one else has voted yet. But if you guys want to vote, let me know. And then as far as landscape or portrait goes, everyone has voted for landscape. But I only have 5 votes on that one. Okay, so we've got a little crew today voting. We've got more people on. You guys, little crew voting. Okay. Oh, Jeffrey, is that your first? Okay. And you said no ribbon and landscape. Okay. So let's go with no ribbon then. That's fine. We can also do just a little piece of ribbon behind we might do that. Let's think about that. Okay. Also, someone said a little thin layer of white behind here might be kind of cool. We can certainly give that a go. I actually could have made this smaller now that I think about it, but it's fine. We're gonna just try this. So I'm gonna do 4 1/8 by 5 3/8, which will give us a thin layer of white and a thin layer of Mossy Meadow. So let me go ahead and score this at 4 1/4 and fold it. And as always, burnish. I think I got all the no ribbons, but oh, wait. Did I not get all the ribbons? Lisa said ribbon. Yvonne said ribbon. Flo said ribbon. Yeah, that's all three. I had all three of those. I guess, unless I'm missing one. Is there another person that said ribbon that I'm missing? I think I have them all. I hope. If anybody else knows, let me know. Okay. If I missed your vote, please let me know. Okay. So this would be like this. And then we put this on here so you have a little fine layer of white and then a fine layer of green. So we can do that if you guys want to. And then we can do our pumpkins. Something like that. And then we'll add our leavies things all over the place, wherever they go. And then just put our sentiment up here. I could do just a little piece of ribbon under the sentiment. So you just have a little bit sticking out. So what I mean is something like, you know, you have, whoops, that's not very much of an angle, is it? You have like an angle cut and then another angle cut over on this side that's the same. So let's do our sentiment real quick and see what we come up with, and we'll decide from that whether or not we're going to use the ribbon. Okay, so sentiments, we've got thank you, hello gorgeous, which I love. I hope your day is fabulous, and hey, I'm really going to lean into the hello gorgeous, but if you guys would like something else, please let me know. I might make an executive decision on this one. I'm putting it on the stamp. But you guys can tell me if you would rather me do something else. Please let me know. Okay. Okay. Darlene said ribbon. Lisa says ribbon. And then over here, we have ribbon from Yvonne and Flo. So there's 4 of you and 4 not. Okay. So it's an honest to goodness. You're gonna let me have my way on this one. I'm sorry, but it's just a really cute sentiment. Like the other ones are just like, thank you. We've got lots of thank yous. Sorry, I missed y'all's vote there. And hey, I mean, yeah, that's cool, but you know, there's no hay on this card. I would totally use that on my my cards with the scarecrows and the hay. I think that'd be really funny, even though it's not the right spelling. And hope your day is fabulous. Yeah, again, just kind of there. I'm really feeling this sentiment. I hope you guys let me. Okay, hello, gorgeous, loving it. Okay, so what do we want to do for sentiment? I have this desire like really bad. Okay, so I'm just going to tell you that this little gate is the cutest thing ever, right? Like it just is. If y'all missed the vote, sorry, let me grab it. Hold on. Hold, please. If y'all missed the video yesterday, I did a gate card in my sunflower set that looks like this, and you can open the gate. Oops, sorry. So you can open the gate, right? On this one, it's closed. You can't open it. It's glued, right? But it's a easel fold. So, but it's white. These pumpkins, and you can see I use some of the ones that you just cut out. These pumpkins are stinking cute with the gate. Like they're adorable. You can see this gate now we have pumpkins, we have sunflowers, we have other flowers. This gate is going to get used over and over and over and over and over again. It's so stinking adorable. So if you have not purchased at least the dies from the pumpkins, you're kind of missing out. Like if you bought the dies and the masks by themselves, you wouldn't have the stamped images of the pumpkins, but you could still do like a just straight up masked one. Um, you'd be good to go. Like, I mean, but I'm just saying I would get the whole bundle because it is so cute. I'm loving this little gate. It is stinking adorable. Okay. So I'm just gonna use it all the time. I can't help myself. Okay. So for the sentiment, if y'all have suggestions, throw them out there. I was gonna maybe like look and see if we have a die set in the new stuff that would be cute, that would fit. I don't know if any of my new stuff is the right size. So I think that's too small. You know, it's kind of long. Yeah, that's too long. I don't want anything that long. Okay, hold on. Tiny ribbon under the sentiment. Yep, that works fine. That's too shallow. Maybe this? I don't know how big this is. Hold on. Let's see. The snowflake one. Nope, that's too big. I mean, it's too small. Too small. That won't fit. Okay. We may just make our own. Let's just make our own. I was going to try to find a die that fit, but I think I'm trying too hard. I'm going to make my own. Okay. So we're going to grab a piece of white because I would like this to be in white. And let's see. Grab this. I think we're going to do this in Lost Lagoon or in Mossy Meadow. I think I'm going to do it in Lost Lagoon because if I put the orange ribbon under there, the Calypso Coral ribbon under there, that's going to add some orange up to the top. So let's go ahead and pull in our Lost Lagoon and add that at the top. Okay, so we are doing, yeah, this piece will work. Hello, gorgeous. So cute. I'm actually going to cut that down a little bit. Doesn't need to be quite that big. Some people like bigger sentiment pieces with smaller sentiments. Some people like to cut down their sentiment pieces if the sentiment is, you know, so big or whatever. What do you guys think? Do you like cutting them down? Do you think it matters? Do you like, it also kind of depends on what's behind it. Like if it's just a, you know, something like that, maybe it doesn't matter so much. And so your sentiment can be bigger, but if you've got a lot going on behind it, you don't want to cover it up. So then you want a smaller sentiment. So there's a lot of different ways to kind of go about that too. I'm going to cut this down just a little bit because I don't feel like we need quite that much. 3/4 of an inch looks like it's going to be just fine. All right. Yeah, that looks good. And then I'm going to cut this so that it's about 1/4, the word is about 1/4 of an inch from the end. So I'm just going to trim that. I just put the end of my word where approximately where that quarter line is, and then chop the rest off. All right, that's going to give me pretty close centered sentiment piece. But then I'm going to add, let's see, do I want to cut this at an angle or do I want to cut I think I'm going to cut no, I think I'm going to do a flag. I was trying to decide if I wanted to do it that way or not, but I think because this bottom word is so big, come off of there. I must have glue on my scissors. It'll look better if we don't do that. So we're just going to cut up the middle to make our flag like that. Get rid of my pieces here. Okay. So, hello, gorgeous. And we're going to pop a piece of this underneath. So what I like to do is take this and actually attach my ribbon to my sentiment, it kind of helps me figure out the length and everything. Anytime you're going to do, what is my ribbon scissors? Oh, here they are. On the wrong side. It just kind of helps you figure out how long, to make it. What do you think? Is it good? All right. I love that ribbon. That is so stinking pretty. It has shiny stuff on it, which always makes me happy. Okay, so we're gonna put this together. Come off. Ugh, those have sticky stuff on the back of them. Okay, so we're gonna add our layers here. I do like this white layer. Whoever suggested that, I think that's great. It works nicely. It kind of pulls a little bit more white into everything. So that looks really good. My back is really not happy today. But we are having fun, and I'm going to keep having fun. I'm not going to let my back win. Okay. Hello, Gorgenius. That would be funny. That would be really funny. Hello, Gorgenius. That's funny. I like that. It does say gorgeous, but but that would be funny. Okay. So you'll notice that I put adhesive all the way around the outside. I don't want this sticking up. If you want it sticking up, don't do that. In fact, you can even come along and use your scissors and make a rough edge if you prefer. That would be super cool too. Another technique to add to the mix. But since we didn't, I did want it to be, sorry, my chair's like acting funny. It's possessed. I did want it to be fully flat. So we're gonna go ahead and do that. Okay. Now, for the pumpkins, I am going to do these two all the way flat, but I think I'm going to put some of these up on dimensionals. It's just kind of the way I fly. Let's see which ones I want to do where with that. Okay, I think I'm going to do those flat. And maybe even this one. Definitely these two. They're kind of stuck to each other right now, so we'll just go with it. Pop those back there. All right. And I think I may do this one flat too. All right, so then we're gonna pop these up on dimensionals. Now, the thing about adding dimensionals to something like this is that we're gonna have a little bit of trouble with some of the leaves. We're gonna have to kind of pay attention to what we decide to do with the leaves, because there are gonna be, I'm not gonna put anything right there because it's gonna overlap this. So I'm gonna just put two like that. I was thinking about maybe popping this one behind there, but I think I'm gonna leave it off to the side. This is a little lower than this one. I'm doing that on purpose, so it looks like it's in the front. And then this one, I may even move this one all the way to the side just to use up some of this ground. Yeah. I know, I'm not sure that I've ever seen a teal gourd, but they're really kind of pretty. It's different. I'm going to add some dimensionals to this as well. Let's pop 4 of those on there. Yes, I tried to kind of touch the ribbon and the sentiment just to make sure everything's smooth. And pop that on there. Okay, now we're going to add all these gorgeous leaves. I personally think I would have gone with Old Olive, but you guys wanted to go full on with the Mossy Meadow, and that is fine. So we're going to go ahead and do that. I'm going to have this one kind of cover up that. So I'm going to grab my tweezers here. Where did I put my... We're going to pop this on. Just some little dots. I'm going to cover up where that would be. Don't worry, that's going to get covered up too. I'm actually going to trim that a little bit. Hold on. Let's trim that just a smidgen so it looks appropriate. Okay. I definitely have glue on my scissors. Okay. And then I'm going to put one up here. Now we don't have to have a leaf on every pumpkin. Not every pumpkin has a leaf attached to it, but I'm going to put it on several of them. So, and one, I might even do like this one. I think I'm just going to do that behind. So I just like to add these little things because it just adds some spunk to the card to have these little pieces. You know, we could even put a leaf up here off of the thing if you guys want to. So let me see what I end up with here. I don't know if I want to use one of the really big ones on that one. Yeah, probably. And I think I'll do one there. Do I want to do any more? I think that's all I want to do. I definitely have plenty, but I think I'm going to put one leaf up here, like on the vine type thing. So I'm going to stick. This almost looks like a brick wall or something behind here when you think about it. I'm going to stick that down like that. Yeah, I'm putting some of it on top of this sentiment piece on purpose. And then, oops, I'm gonna tuck that behind there. But you can't really tell where it's coming from if I can get it to attach. Stay where I put you. And then we'll put the little leaf like right there. So it just looks like this vine is growing crazy up here. Oh, that's cute. That's so cute. Okay, and we have embellishments to add too. So I didn't even add all of these little pieces, but that's okay. All right, we have embellishments that we can add, which are super cute. Again, these are called painted patch adhesive backed dots. Yep. So I leave adhesive backed out of all of my stuff because, you know, if it's on a sheet, you know it's adhesive backed. So we're just going to call them painted patch dots. Okay. What color do we want to use? I'm not going to use yellow, and I'm not going to use this because we didn't use those two colors in this at all. So then the question is, do we use, here I can cover that up entirely. Do we use Calypso Coral? Or do we use the blue, the Pool Party? Everybody vote. This is the last vote. A blue Hubbard squash is close to teal. That is good to know. I did not know that. Yeah, minty green, kind of a minty green one, but maybe not a full-on tealish color. I've never seen that, but I believe you. You're telling us you're a witch, so we have made you a broom. Oh, what did I say? I don't know what I said. Oh my gosh, that's funny. Or was it somebody else saying something? I don't know what that's about. I'm sorry, I missed it. You guys were saying that when I was looking down. You think the ribbon pops love it? That's good. Okay, so you guys all vote. Which or do you even want any of the dots on there? Maybe you don't even want any. I mean, okay, so our vote is none, Pool Party, or Calypso Coral. What color dots or none do you want? That's what inquiring minds need to know. And while y'all are voting on that, I'm going to put a couple things away just so I don't have stuff everywhere like I do right now. By the way, while you guys are voting on that too, I'm going to say one other thing. Well, that's not true. I'm going to say more than one thing, but when you put your stamps back in here, don't just put them back in here until they fix it. That sticks to this paper. So I just get some inexpensive. This is not Stampin' Up! Cardstock. This is like just from like the office supply store. And I cut 2 pieces that are 5 inches. So it gives me just what I need. I'm gonna do 5. 5 1/4, I think, is what I figured out the other day would work. I'm just gonna do 5. Let's see. Yeah, 5 1/4, I think will work. So I just put a piece of that back here, and it doesn't stick to the, I mean, it sticks, but it doesn't come off on my stamp. I don't want to tear this paper, nor do I want it on my stamp. So I highly recommend that. Okay. Also, if you are not currently putting your dies on a sheet, don't go buy expensive craft sheets. Okay, you don't need an expensive magnet sheet. This is a magnet sheet. This is event cover. Okay, this is how they come. So I prefer a cord. I cannot find them right now. I'm just going to tell you right now. And yes, I used Lowe's to buy this one. This is Frost King, which is what you see here. These are a little bit shinier and they're a little more slippy, but it's still a magnet sheet. It will still work. I just like the matte finish on this one a little bit better. So you get 3 of these that are 5 by 8. So you can cut this into 3 and you get the 5. I'm sorry, I said 5, 15 by 8. So you get 3 5 by 8. That means you get 9 per package. And this was $8.50, which means that these cost me basically $1 a sheet. Okay, so these are the Frost King ones. I prefer a cord if you can find them. Y'all let me know where you found them if you find them. They used to have them on Amazon for a while after they stopped carrying them at my Lowe's or my Office Depot or wherever it was, or Office Depot. Y'all know what I'm saying, not Office Depot. Anyway, they are not carrying them anymore on Amazon. So if you find that particular brand, let me know. But that is super cheap. You buy the craft ones, guys, you're going to be spending an arm and a leg. So don't do that. Go the cheap route. Don't buy expensive magnetic trays either. Go buy $1 or $2 tray from your automotive department, or even I got this one at the dollar store, literally for $1. They're magnetic and they're amazing. So I can stick my dies in there when I'm, working on stuff. So for sure. Okay. That's my rant. Yeah, because I've been recommending them for years. I don't know if you got that from me or not, but it looks like you guys want me to use the Calypso Coral Dots. So I'm going to do that since you guys have decided that you guys have spoken. Okay, so we're going to use the Calypso Coral Dots. I'm actually surprised that you guys have decided on that. Let me check both of these, make sure. It's really funny. Flo says none. Yvonne says Calypso Coral. And 1, 2, 3, 4 more of you have said Calypso Coral. But what's so funny about that is there's more Calypso Coral on here than there is blue. So I thought you guys would say the other, but you surprised me. Okay, so we're gonna do Calypso Coral. So we'll do like 1 there, 1 up here, and 1 over here. So another little tip for you guys with your embellishments. If you haven't ever heard this before, you want to use like odd numbers, right? So I typically do 3, sometimes 5. If you're not going to line them up against the edge of something, which is a thing, okay, you can do that. If you're going to put them randomly on your card, they are not supposed to actually go down randomly. If you want it to look good, you want it to look artistic, what you want to do is you want them to be in a triangle, and you want to make sure that all of them are on a different latitude and longitude line, right? So all 3 of these are in a different column, if you will, and all 3 of them are on a different row, okay? So I don't have any 2 of them lined up, right? And they're in a triangle. That pleases the eye. Why? Don't ask me. I have no idea. But it's an art thing, okay? So just trust me, it's an art thing. So that is what you're going to do. Now, of course, I'm going to make an envelope too. And you guys know I am going to do that. I'm not going to do that right now because I'm actually going to go ahead and use my blending and all that to put a pumpkin right down here in the bottom. But you guys know I'll do it. So just be aware of that. I am going to make, no naked envelopes. Okay. Now for the inside, you have some choices to make. You can do technically a naked inside if you do what I do, which is use these colored card bases. Because if I do that and then put in a piece that is smaller, it's at least a framed piece. So it's not exactly naked because it has color. Fully naked would be like a white in the inside, and that's it. Like that's a naked card. So I do like to do this, but very often I will stamp on this. So I'm probably going to do that. I'm going to stamp another one of the little gourds on there, or I will add a die, or I'll add some designer series paper that coordinates. In this case, we don't have that, so I'll probably go ahead and stamp another pumpkin along like the edge or the corner or something. I may even put a full pumpkin, not sure, on the inside of that. So I'll be doing that as well. I'm not going to do that with you guys today because we've already had such a long video. Oh my gosh. But it was so much fun. And I hope you guys enjoyed all of this fun. And I will try to post some pictures, not only of this card, but I'll play around with the mask a little bit too, and just see what I think, what you guys think. I'll get your opinions as well. All right. Thank you so much for joining me today. Don't go anywhere though, because I want you guys to get some free goodies. And to do that, I do need to tell you about something. Today is the last day, the absolute last day. If you have not signed up for my, what's it called? September, that's the word. If you've not signed up for my September card club, today's the absolute last day. I held it open for one more day. This is using the Radiant Sunflowers, I talked about it earlier, bundle. You don't absolutely have to have this stamp set to do this, but if you do, you'll certainly be able to put like stamp the sunflower on the envelope and things like that. So by the way, thank you for helping me make this gorgeous card. That is really cute, really super cute. I will try to post that for us too. So using the Radiant Sunflower bundle, we are going to make all these adorable cards. And that layout that you saw, I think I showed it to you guys. So we've got beautiful sunflower folder on that one. We've got a fun fold here. We have essentially a fun fold here. And we have another fun fold. It's fun fold day right here, which is super cute as well. It's a belly band style with an extra fold type card. So love that. Lots of cute cards. And if you are a scrapbooker, you can also get the super cool layout, which I think you guys will love. And I've added the little my here only because, like, temporarily, because I hadn't decided if I wanted it or not, like for my actual page. But I will send it to you guys. So you've got my sunshine or just sunshine, and you've got a spot either for pictures and or journaling. And then look at the little, there's that little gate. So cute. All the sunflowers, a couple pumpkins on there as well. Lots of cuteness. If you would like to do this event, please text me today. This number right here, text me so that you can be a part of this event. If I don't hear from you today, you can always get my PDFs. I have tutorials for all of my classes and clubs in perpetuity. So anything in the past that I've done, it doesn't matter how long ago, I always have those available. You can purchase those from me at any time. But if you want the actual kits, be sure to sign up today. Okay, and of course, the paper share, we've talked about that a couple times today. Don't miss out on that. The last date to sign up for this is the end of the month, which is the 31st. Speaking of the end of the month, our sale for our paper that is current, our designer series paper and cardstock and stuff like that, if you want any of that, 15% off. And it's not all on sale, but the ones that are, that sale ends on the 31st as well. Yes, it would be good for mom pictures for sure. We have the Glow of Harvest designer series, specialty designer series paper for our August product of the month. Get that before it's gone. And of course, if you want my creative inspiration calendar totally for free, along with other freebies in your email box, all you need to do is text me your email address or email me at shamelessstamper outlook.com. And that is on this as well. This includes all my Facebook Lives when they're scheduled, plus all the other days have a creative prompt on it. All my contact info, they're cute, all the things. And I'm happy to send that to you totally for free. So that's just a little thank you from me to you for joining me live for these events. I hope you enjoy them. Okay, so now we're going to do that drawing. So if you have not commented, you're missing out, first of all, because we had a lot of fun. But if you haven't commented, comment now, because you don't want to miss out on the freebies. Okay, so while you guys are giving me a drum roll, I hope, drum roll please, I am going to put out some goodies. We are going to do one drawing live and then one next week, so that those of you who are watching on the replay also get a chance to win, because I know that sometimes it's really hard, you can't be on the live, but I want you to win too. So you'll get a chance to win next week, and I'm actually going to draw this one from 2 weeks ago. So I didn't do a video last weekend. My back has been fighting me this year a lot. It is what it is. Okay, they're supposed to start acupuncture on me soon, and I think it's in October, so hopefully that will make some changes for me and I'll start feeling a little bit better. So, okay. Thank you. Oh, look at all those drum rolls. Thank you so much for the drum rolls. I'm going to put out some, woo, I almost dropped it on the floor. I'm going to put out some goodies. We have 3 papers. These are retired designer series papers. Celebrate Everything has 12. All of these have 12 two-sided, so there's 24 designs in each one. This Celebrate Everything has every holiday in the year. Like, I mean, you name it, it's in there. Probably. Plus some other things and seasonal type stuff. Flowers and More is kind of more summery. It has like obviously flowers and other types of designs. And then Dandy Designs is more of a pastel spring type thing. It's got plaids, lines, and circles for the most part. And so you've got a lot of those type of designs in there. Okay. Also, yesterday we did the Hooray for Birthday paper pumpkin. This is my extra stamp set. So if anybody wants that, we've got that. We also have some of these beautiful designer series paper printed magnets, photo magnets for like your fridge that you can get. Running low on those too, finally. I bought a lot of them. They're so cute. I also have a couple of assorted, these are from the spring paper share when we do the embellishment share. I've had some extras left over, so I do have some of these pearlized faceted circles and Easter assortment dots. Those are all available, and then you can always get a little chiseler from me if you want. By the way, you can buy those from me too for just $2. They are not Stampin' Up. They are a product all their own, so if you want them, you can get them from me, or you can buy them more expensive on YouTube if you want. That's fine too. But if you'd like to save a little bit of money, just $2, or you can get them free in my drawing. So it is now time for me to draw. Are you guys ready? All right, so here we go. I got to go over here to my special app. And oops, went to the wrong thing. Okay. So I've got to enter the studio. Hold on, bear with me. Hopefully everyone has everyone has commented. Okay. So I'm now going to do this the old-fashioned way. I'm not going to be using random Facebook comment picker anymore, because if I do, the people on YouTube won't get to be in the drawing. So I'm doing it the old-fashioned way. I'm going to do 5 rolls with my mouse, okay? And I'm closing my eyes. I know you guys can't see that, but I swear they're closed. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Did that go down? Okay, yeah, it did. I may not be able to close my eyes because I felt my mouse move and I was like, oh, I got to put it back in place. Okay. So anyway, the winner is Flo. Flo Gormley. Congratulations. You are the winner for the live drawing. And then I'm going to go over here to, let's see, this was 2 weeks ago. This was hold on. I don't remember what video this is. This was the In Color Club, which I believe I actually did on here. So I should be able to, I think, bear with me. I'm trying to learn how to do this better, you guys. You have to bear with me though. Okay. In Color Club. Yep, I did. Okay, so now I can go. Can I go in Enter Studio? I think it'll let me see your comments. I'm I'm getting better at this little by little. Okay. Okay. So there's all the comments. Okay, ready? 1, 2, 3. I'm only doing 3 on this one because this one is shorter as far as how many comments I have. Okay, so the winner for that one is Darlene Nadeau. Congratulations to Darlene. If both of you will pick a prize and put it in the comments of this video, I will be able to give you guys your goodies. So it is my hope that you guys enjoyed today. Flo wants the magnet frames. Oh yeah, you know what? That's the last one of that one. So it's yours. um, so I hope you guys had fun today. I mean, seeing all the new products, always fun. Playing and making stuff together, always fun. I know it makes for a long video, but I hope you guys had fun. So thank you so much for joining me. I know some of you are diehards. You're always here, and I always appreciate you so much. I don't want you guys to think I don't. I appreciate you so much. But you guess what? I really love those newbies. Thank you, newbies, for joining us. Those of you who have come back, maybe for the first or second time, really appreciate that too. So anyway, whether you're watching this live with me, as so many do, or you're watching this as a replay because you weren't able to join us live, I do appreciate you. I hope you have a wonderful week. I also hope that you will, I'll take the paper pumpkin, she says. Okay, it's yours. I also hope that you will be with us next weekend on Friday and Saturday for more creative inspiration. Friday is going to be our a club. So we will not be on the live channel, but on Saturday we will. So you'll be able to see me there. And I hope you'll join us. So anyway, have a wonderful week. Thank you so much. God bless.